So, Chet, hello. Welcome, everybody, to Luna's Fishing Garden, where we will catch fish, we will clean up this garden, and we will make it beautiful. We enter in. See, here I am right here. This is... I think this one was Luna. We grab a profile and start new game. Ready? Pay attention, chat. This is the story, and it isn't... If you miss out on the story, you really miss out on the entire game. Okay? Incredibly relevant. And hello there, Aussie, and welcome. That's right. I mean, just gazing at this, hang on. I think that's a capybara right there. Alright, time for a new game. It's a seahorse. Thanks, chat. Whoop! There was Luna, happily fishing in normal world. And oops, tornado just swept her right up. Here we are now. See, you can see all of the trash hanging out in the water. A mess. We need to clean that up later. Yep, okay, see, this one's Luna, because this is her garden that we're in. Why is this human in my garden? Cassie, you say? I asked you why, not who. I don't give a damn about what your name is. I want to know why you're even here, alright? If I had any power left in me, I'd cast you away in an instant. Huh. Does Luna have so little power that she can't even reach out a paw and just knock Cassie into the watery depths? That storm scattered debris and destruction all across my island. But what can I do? Oh, think, Luna. Now, weak puppy can't even whack the girl in the water. Yo, we fishing in here? Hell yeah, Arthur, we're fishing in here. Welcome, I hand you a fishing pole. Get ready for the fishing action. Oh, you're still here? Well, human, if you want to make yourself useful, gather up any scrap you see, and I might use what little magic I have left to help you. And then we can see up here, there's a little quest icon, so we need to get some strange new land scrap. And that little weed counts as scrap, and this stump counts as scrap. It's just making the island look messy. I rip them up, and I hand them over to Luna. Suppose that will do. Take this. Oh. We've got some magic leaves, it seems. Oh! Lazy Shy Guy! We'll get... I didn't give any claps, I realize, for the Crabmanite. But both of you, the gifted subs, are very appreciated. And I see, Arthur, you got gifted a sub. I'm adding you to the sub list. And since I see Spud Medusa, you're also in chat. I've added you as well. Well, thank you, Lazy Shy Guy. That's very nice. Huh. Looks at my 1 day sub remaining. Oh, damn, I'm early. Maybe next week, Mimi. You just gotta wait till then. And then bribe other chat member. You know, grab your art, kind of slide it out towards them and say, hey, sub for some art, wink. Now let's see if I can, behold, a floating leaf. Ooh, we get, oh, you prefer exposure, it's Mr. Bumpkin? if you're trading the exposure with the art over there, I don't know, like, maybe you can work it out with Mimi. Mimi just wants to get that free gift sub, so, you know. Now, seek out Jellybean. I'd like to know how that old sea dog fared. He lives on the island to the east. The best exposure is a gift sub? True. He's a master fisherman, so expect a lesson or two from him. Which is good news for you, because if you want my help, I'll need fish. Lots of fish. Okay, and that's why we are on a fishing island. I mean, look at all around at the water. You can see that whirlpool of fish just asking to be caught. But we want to talk to him first. Check it out. It's a seal. Sea lion? Be sea lion, right? Jellybean says, "Ahoy, little fleshy-legged friend. That there was storm of the century, I tell ye. Aye, so Luna sent you over to check up on me, eh? Well, this hefty seal steal in one piece. Ah, ha, 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 ha. Here, this is for ye. Saved me hide more times than I can count, and now she's all yours." Chat, we've got our fishing rod, so now we will be able to catch the fish. Yep, and that's right, his name is Jellybean. Jellybean the seal, he's wonderful. Look at his little hat and all of the dead fish that he's hanging out with. Truly, Jellybean is the MVP. There is enough Jellybean for everyone? Maybe. I don't know. You'd have to have a conversation with him about that, I suppose. Now, what are you waiting for, little landlubber? Go fish up a bounty with the good stuff for Luna. Oh, and let her know old Jellybean's doing just fine. Fitter than the fiddle flounder. Fiddle and flounder, I suppose. This seal/sea line is worth fighting for, Mimi, Arthur says, pulling out a dagger, prepared to fight for Jellybean. Guess we don't need to talk to Luna yet. Or maybe we do. Now that you've had a chance to gather your bearings, I could use a hand clearing more debris from the archipelago. Start with the nearby islands. I don't know exactly how much your little human hands can handle, so I hope that's simple enough. Luna doesn't look very positively towards people. She's got a pretty low opinion of them. Alright, so we want to do two things. We want to clean up, and we want to catch fish. Now, something to know about Luna's fishing garden, though, is it actually has two fishing systems that you can use, and you get to choose which one, it's whichever one you like better. The first one, here, you can even see it pop up, fishing mode. You can either have challenging or relaxing. You want an extra challenge now and then. Line up the vertical bar with the fish until the meter fills up to catch it. Or relaxing, you just want to relax. Reel the line in while the fish is calm. Release it while the fish is struggling, or else the line will snap, and you can change it at any time. So this left side is essentially the Stardew Valley style of fishing. So if you don't like the fishing in Stardew Valley, you don't want to pick this option. And since that requires a little bit more visual focus, I am going to opt for relaxing myself. Stardew Valley fishing, a rage simulator. I actually rather enjoy Stardew Valley's fishing system, personally. Particularly when you get a little bit more skill in fishing and better fishing poles, because it makes it a little bit easier. But otherwise, we take the relaxing option. Oh, see, and I wasn't actually prepared there. I grabbed the fishing, relaxing option, and then I put my hands back onto the controller as the fish just zipped right on by. Let's try that again. There we go. See, and then we just start reeling it in. We wait for the fish to start wiggling. And whenever it does that, we pause. And there we go, our first fish, chat. Look at how happy Cassie is. She's like, oh, I love catching the fish and getting the little guppy. Yahoo, yahey! And thus, this is it, chat. This is Luna's fishing garden. See, and we can take a little break and collect up the various garbage pieces that are out here in the water so everything can look nice and pretty. We can sell the items over at Luna so we can get up some magical leaves, and then we can make various purchases. That, you know, since it's a shop and you can buy different items, you get different items to use to either decorate, whatever. I only, you know, did light testing, peeked at the game, seeing what's up. So I don't know the extent of what you're able to get access to. Hope you're able to grow aquatic plants. I know at minimum you can put cattails down in the water. I don't know what exists beyond that, and our next fish is a minnow. How lovely. I am very fond of it. I like how cute the art is. Like, if you look at Luna's face, there's some parts while she's fishing, yeah, where she kind of turns her head away and is like, ear. Look, like right there. It is very much just an angry H face. Okay, bad timing on the reels there. Let's do that again. And so, chat, I look over at you. I open up our picnic basket. What kind of sandwich do you feel like? Ooh, a catfish. Maybe roast that one up to eat with our food. I grab out the juice boxes. I've got a couple of different flavors here. We've got grape, we've got orange, we've got apple. What do you feel like, chat? The options are yours. They're in your hands. I guess I caught 3 fish now, so we'll go ahead and row away. We do need to get a little bit... Oh, my inventory's full. Never mind. Grape, please? Certainly. I hand you a grape juice box. Durian juice boxes? I don't know if that's one of the options that I've got in here, but wait. What's that? I reach my hand further into the picnic basket. I pull out a durian juice box. Well, it looks like that is an option. There is actually an interesting study on why seals, sea lions, and walrus, despite only a handful of males only ever get the chance to mate, still have a 50-50 gender ratio when it would make more sense to spend less time and resources making males who will just laze around all their lives. Curious. Long bit of text. I guess if you want to find out about that, you can look up the study. Ooh. This game has a cute art style, a fun seal character, and it's about fishing. I think we might be looking at a 10 out of 10 here. I nod. How can you rate this any lower? So, jelly beans alright then? I expected as much. And, ooh. Is that fish I smell? Ooh, good. I'll need them to restore my energy, as will most spirits in my garden. Speaking of my garden, compared to what it used to be, it's not much of a garden at all. I look around at just the flat green island space. Yeah, it's pretty pathetic, Luna. Ooh, we got a seed pouch. Use it to decorate the garden. Luna eats the fish. I mean, that's kind of what we were planning to do too, was maybe roast up some of the fish, have it alongside our picnic food. Is that a slight growling noise for Luna's text? It is? It is. Should I turn up the sound effects a little bit, maybe? Perhaps I'll do that. But not all is lost. You're a human. I always keep my magic seed pouch on me. You're a good person, right? Well, good people help those in need. Surely an able-bodied human like yourself can bring a little life back to these islands. You can start by planting at least 1 cattail and bringing me 3 cattail seeds. Hang on, we need to sell all of our shit to her first. Need to talk. Alright, I was just looking in my backpack. We sell everything we got. And can I talk to her again? No, I don't think I can do any shopping from her yet. I also see if I just tap the button here. Cassie just shuffling along the ground. Proper walk cycle? Tapping walk cycle. Why just grow cat tails when you can grow a full cat? That is an excellent question. I want full... As I was talking, and then I got just incredibly distracted by Twitchy's emotes. Cat ass. Hell. Dagnario, you're having internet issues. Yeah, it's pretty much hell. Sans voice is just a small soundbite of Patrick Star. I think I saw that. Yeah, I think I remember somebody putting up a clip of that once. Hell. Well, let's see. She gave us some cattail seeds, yeah, so we need to put down... Or do we have that? Or did I accidentally sell it, maybe? She gave me the seed, and then I just sold it. The cattail, you can see, is placed in the water. We'll just put it right there near the boat. And now we'll have to wait for that to flower, so we can collect the seeds, so we can plant more cattails. One seed at a time, you can see up here. See, one seed at a time, cattail seed. Oh, and like so. And now we can plant one of those seeds, I think. Or maybe not. Okay. I guess you can only purchase the cattails. And we'll just slowly collect singular seeds at a time to give to Luna. There we go. Second seed. I like, Bumpkin over here getting incredibly offended at Mimi for posting the links, just shaking his head. Criminal scum. Hello there, Jellybean. I'm back. I got the food for- Wait. Yeah, since I sold the fish I caught, I actually don't have any fish for him. We already saw him? Yes, we did. See, but we were supposed to catch fish for him to feed him. But then I took a wander over to Luna and sold him. So, oops. And I almost broke the line on that Minnow. After today, you'll be in chat jail. Well, technically, Mimi, you're already in chat jail with everybody else. Because since the sub house isn't completed yet, everybody's just living around there right now. I remember gifting you a sub because I wanted you to go to jail. And tomorrow when the sub ends, you're going back there. Oh. Is that going to be the real play now? Chat is going to start just gifting subs to each other? That way when the sub ends, they won't have a sub anymore, and so they'll be forced into the jail. You know, thinking long term. Generous or malicious? You decide. It's the Jub's, sub jail-free food and board. Well, it certainly is the free board, because how can you be in the jail but pay for staying in the jail? That doesn't make much sense. Food, however, right now is increased just because you're not staying in the house, but when the house is built, we're going to drop down a tier in the food provided there. Is that what happens when the sub runs out? When the house is built? Yes. So your sub runs out, you were nicely living in the sub house, but oh, since you're unsubscribed, you can't stay in the sub house. That's for subscribers only. Whoops, looks like you're in jail. So then you can lawn con it out and say, hey, look at Aussie over there. you're in the house currently because you used to have a sub, but now since your sub is gone, you get hucked into the jail. And then everybody plans it out like that. You say, I see chat member over there and I want them in jail and they don't have a sub. I'm gonna gift them a sub so they end up in the jail in a month. Ho-ho! Fishing upgrades. Ooh. So we can get a better handle, reel, rod, guides, line, and hook. I would imagine if we get a better line, that our line would break less often, yeah? So that would probably be a good one to save up for. But hoo boy, if that isn't extremely expensive. And it looks like the seal specifically wants mackerels for his snack. So, gonna have to keep fishing. Am I? Okay, I wasn't sure. Do I keep the seeds? I do keep the seeds, yeah, because it still says 2 out of 3. I wasn't sure if they were going to sell, and I'd have to start from scratch and collecting 3, but we're good. Remember, chat, once you get subbed to Caco, she legally owns your soul. But that's in the fine print. Maybe don't pay too much attention to that part, teehee. I may have my doubts about you, Cassie, but it seems you're more than capable. You've earned a bit of gratitude, I suppose. It's time you sought out the remaining spirits. A visit to the lighthouse is in order. You'll need this key to... Oh? Where is it? What? Did that storm have to destroy my island and steal my key? Oh. In any case, let's just hope it's unlocked. Man, this is what happens when you don't have a key ring, chat. Your keys will just get swept up in storms. But that print is so fine. Ooh, bites bottom lip. Takes a big wink at that bottom fine print. Oh my. Disrespect the law and you disrespect me. Bumpkin pulls out his police badge and pins it to his shirt. He was an undercover cop this entire time. Look, there's the lighthouse. As I clean up all of this debris as I make my way over. Hello, lighthouse. I think this is all trash too, huh? Apparently these random plants growing, we hate wild plants. We can only grow shit that I want to grow. So because look at these, chat. These don't instantly say weeds to me, so I'm really just ripping out some natural wildlife here. Oops. The lighthouse is locked, chat. What? What? Chat. What? There's monkeys! Hello? Why are you here? So it was locked? Ugh, for Gaia's sake. Well, that'll have to wait for now. Some friends of mine just happened to show up. They're merchants from a far-off land who deal in just about everything. If anyone has a spare key, it's them. The key that Luna had got blown away in the storm and the monkeys pick it up. They have everything? Perhaps. I talked to the monkeys. Okay, so we've got Purple Monkey here, Athos. Wow, a human? We're the 3. Monkey tears. Chat, check it out. It's the 3 monkey tears. We love them. All 3 of them. They're so cool. All for one and one for all? Is that the line? I think that's the line. So, you one of Luna's mates? Well, any friend of hers is a friend of ours. Once we saw that crazy storm heading this way, we sailed over here as soon as we could. But, We got lost. Twice. Apparently monkeys are not very good at directions or anything.
3 times.
Right. 3 times. And we kind of, ate all our food on the way here, but I hate to ask, but could you bring us some bananas, mate? Of course the monkeys want some bananas. Monkeys are all about the bananas. Is that what it is? I also look up at my quest, Monkey 3, Monkey 2. They want fucking 6 bananas. They want 2 bananas each. This is wild. So demanding. I'm gonna go back to fishing in this hole so we can get the mackerel for Jelly Bean. Catch some bananas. Do you think there is any banana fish down here? Can we catch banana fish? Like, fuck catfish, yeah? Banana fish instead. Banana eel! That is, I'm pretty sure that's a real thing too, yeah? Hell, they won't even have to peel it if that's the case. No banana peel, just the banana eel. Eh? Oh, okay. Bad timing on that one. I find... What was it? One of the Animal Crossing tricks is to, like, look away from your screen while you're fishing. So you just play it by ear. I think that's a trick you can use for this, too. Let's pop up the sound volume just a little. Ah. I hope then that little wiggling chat isn't too loud for you. You know, completely overpowering my voice. I'll be talking here and every time the fish does its little wiggle, you'll just be like, "What? Can you repeat that? I couldn't hear you." Every time. It's not too bad. You've deafened me. That little wiggle sound, just powering out, punching you straight in the eardrum. And now you've lost your hearing forever. And it's all my fault! How could I do this to Chet? Oh no! Aha! Okay, we need one more mackerel though, because we caught that first one. Fishing always takes a toll. I didn't know one of the... something that you are...
I swear I can talk words, Chet, I swear. I didn't know one of the risks, though, when you're fishing, was your hearing. Oh, heck. Oh, jeez. I always thought it was something that was nice, peaceful, and quiet, but no. Your hearing's always at stake, it seems.
Now I demand live subtitles and recompense? Oh, no. I think that's what mute streamers will do, though. Those who don't talk when they're on stream. They'll just type in just the chat, or have some sort of Word document or text screen or something up on top so they can type into that. I guess I'm gonna have to swap and do that approach. I do I enjoy the approach of word vomit to recover. If I slip up just a little bit in speech, then usually I just kind of do that little slight correction. But if it's to the extent where I'm just messing up that sentence multiple times, it's pretty much just grab the entirety of the words, ball them up, hunk them out, just take the loss there and say, I need a fresh restart of what I was trying to say, barf out the words, and then everything is fresh again. And now he talks very loudly when his little subtitle bits pop up. Can I get this down a little bit? There we go. Rather than using control pad to just do a huge sweeping adjustment at once. Oh. Luna, I've got a bunch of shit again. I need like backpack upgrade, I think. Can I shop at you? No. Excuse me, Jelly Bean. I think there's some programs some people use for accessibility reasons. I would be surprised if there wasn't those options. Do you think having a better reel would make it easier to reel? You know what? I look at my magic leaves. Chat. We upgrade our fishing pole. We are now more powerful, more capable fishermen. Skelly, a real good rod now? It's there. I see it. The spelling of R-E-E-L rather than R-E-A-L. Oh, comedy gold. As Twitchy just looks over at Skelly. You know, no smile. Eyebrows knitted. Shaking their head. Clapping. Oh! Holy mackerel! You brought me mackerel! Arr! I'm eating these while they're still fresh. Much obliged, little landlubber. That storm really rattled our raincoats, I gotta say. We even tried casting away the wretched thing. Every one of us spirits. Thought we bested it, but here we are. Or here we arg. Suppose it's pointless trying to fight a storm, but at least it tossed you into me life. And you keepin' tossing fishing into my belly, so I ain't complaining. Hang on. Trying to fight a storm, but at least it tossed ye into my life, Jelly Bean. Amongst all of his piratey talking and commenting about he gets to eat some food, he just throws in that little wholesome comment right here and is just like, oh, thanks to Storm, I've met you now, Cassie, and then he smiles at us. Oh, Jelly Bean. And then he gives us money for it too, even. Wow. All right, lass. You had your chance to warm up. Now let's see if you can handle what old Jelly Bean has in store for you. I'll make this an easy one. Reel in 2 minnows. Bet you can do it in your sleep.
Okay, Jelly Bean. Da-da-da-da-da.
Firstly, though, I'm going to go a little bit exploring. Peek over here to the right. We just got a big mist cloud. I'm trying to decide, am I going to have to grow or plant a banana tree maybe in order to get the bananas for the monkeys? Wow, my internet totally broke after making that terrible reel pun. Oh, your internet was just so offended by it. Your internet looked over at you, shaking its head. The pun cosmic god. We can't have Skelly running around making real puns like this. Low-hanging fruit. Those puns are far too easy. Skelly, we need you to take it up a notch, but as punishment, we're taking you out temporarily. And then they kicked him off. Kicked him right off the internet. Does our character have something growing out of their head? Ooh, yes. If I do a nice little zoom here. See, look at that. It's my little plant. Maybe they need to tackle something harder. More comedy gold. Do we water that or weed it? That makes it sound like you're trying to make a pun on need also. Oh, my inventory's full already. What the hell? And with this other little fog cloud, I think that means we're going to need to plant the banana tree for the monkeys. And like that, you have hooked me back in. Chat, you're on it today. I bet you've probably got yourself a big book of fishing puns right next to you. Because, oh boy, chat, these jokes are going too far. Tuna, it down a notch. God damn, chat. Go a riot today. I'm glad that I've got my comedy gold book sitting out right here. Because I'm taking note of all of these high quality pun jokes. At this point, chat is just fishing for compliments. Chat loves it. They just couldn't contain their excitement over that one and they just screamed. Ah! Ah! Here for the puns. The smell of fish puns is suffocating. Oh, it's too good. It's too good, and I guess I can't talk to... I want to walk over and talk to Luna to make the shop purchases. I think all of the purchases are just right up here on the plant and build menu. There we go. There's the banana tree, chat. We're gonna have to save up our money so we can get that so we can feed the monkeys. I am screaming Smile. Are you? I cut my hands over my ears, listening carefully. Oh, I guess that was Mr. Bumpkin over there then. Wow. I guess you're the one that does the screaming. Look, now we can also see what kind of tree options that we've got. We got banana, avocado, coconut, papaya, grapefruit, lemon, pineapple, and tamarillo. Chat, there was a pizza tree. We would have been able to put some pineapple on pizza. Oh, but there's no limes to go with the coconuts. Oh, so we can't put the lime in the coconut and shake it all up? Oh, heck. Oh, jeez. Chat, what's even the point? I love how your boat is a giant leaf. I do too. It's really cute. And is also very fitting for Cassie over here with the little plant she's got growing out of her head. Do you think that plant is going to get any bigger? If it grows up and starts flowering, do you think that would mean that she's got more brain power up in her head? Or do you think the plant is sapping the nutrients out of her brain? And so as that plant gets bigger, she becomes stupider? Parasitism. Or parasitism. Yeah. It's hard to say what exactly is gonna happen. Twitchy just smiles. Huh? Harold and Bob? Who's Harold and Bob? Has the plant? There a Fallout 2 dude? Oh. References. I see. I start sweating looking at Fallout 2 that I've never played. Chat, how interesting would it be if I went back and played... Harold was a dude with a small sprout in his head, and the plant was Bob then? Ah. Maybe she gets smarter the more sun the plant gets? Ooh, you know, that's a fair point too. Do you think the plant is able to provide nutrients to her? So it's more of a mutually beneficial plant-person relationship? Fallout 2 is a good game, but it is massive. But then it can just be like some of the other RPGs that I've played on stream, where I just play a small part of the beginning section of it. Ahoy, Cassie! I see you landed a couple of minnows. Already showing the briny deep who's skipper, are we? And perfect timing too. It's almost lunch. You know how long it's been since my last meal? Oh, since breakfast. Oh, Jellybean, you card. Let's continue on with this fishing tour. So far, so good, little landlubber. Every fish has been juicier than the last. Real good and meaty. Lots of protein. I grab the reel. I look back at Chet, who has already made the real joke, and I nod. Don't worry, Chet, I've got you covered. I grab the A, and I replace it with an E. You're welcome, game. I made the pun for you. The beginning doesn't really hit a good stride, unfortunately, since it starts with a decently long, stinky tutorial section. Well, looks like I'll have to just pre-play Fallout. I'll get through the tutorial, and then we'll get in on the action. Yes, it was a real good joke. Yes, of course. I misread protein as poison. Skelly, you're just trying to look for the worst version in what people are saying. What is this, Skelly? I thought you were wholesome, and now you're just looking at potential malicious intent from people? Brain bad. Oh, heck. Oh, jeez. Gonna have to buy new brain. And Aussie? Alright, good night. I hope you rest well. I hope you have a fun dream session in your sleep. I love this new corrupt mod. Pat, 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 pat. Oh, Chet. But this time, I'd like ye to catch something a bit more high carb, if you catch me drift. You ever heard of breadfish? Well, if you haven't, you have now. I'm thinking too ought to hit the spot. Breadfish, Chet. I look directly at the camera. This means we also need to catch a jellyfish. I stare at the camera more, smiling, nodding intensely, bigger smile. I start applauding myself. Chat starts going wild. They start going so wild, in fact, they start pushing each other. It's become just a mosh pit of violence. They cannot believe that streamer made such a perfect pun comedy joke. The levels of comedy gold this stream are off the charts. Still need to clean some up. It says a greener garden, clean up islands. Let me head off over to the left so that I can clean up the island that's over there. And grab one of these cottontails. Cattail seeds. Stop! No, I want to eat a fish smaller than me! As What's-It just mysteriously disappears. But hello there, Gray. And What's-It again. And welcome. I hope you both are doing well. I hope you're ready for wacky fish pun antics. Baldir pointing gun. Drop the puns now. Right now, chat, or the streamer gets it. Oh, heck. It seems that we've got someone a little bit violent in chat right now. Oh my, chat. Are you going to do what he says and put up your hands and give him the puns? I've got my hands up currently because he's threatening me at the moment. That's right, Bumpkin. I think that's a criminal. Seeing as he's holding me hostage, I die for my right to pun. Archon, it's me who's going to die for your right to pun because he's pointing the gun at me, the streamer. Unless you have something to tell us that we don't know about. And you've actually been streaming the entire time. Thank you very much, Caco, for dying for a right to pun. Well, fortunately, it seems that Skelly is actually taking care of the problem for us. He grabbed Baldir and just hucked him right out of chat. Thanks, Skelly. Making sure that Chet can pun, and myself, so I'm not gonna get shot here, so that Chet can pun in safety and harmony. I am streaming reality. Oh, I'm gonna have to take note of that so I can raid you afterwards, because after we go from this wacky fishing stream, we can return to reality afterwards, yeah? Wow. Chat, we get to go back to reality when stream's over, if What's It still streaming the reality. Excellent. The area is looking much better already. We're off to a decent start. Now, if only the plant life could be restored to its former glory. Funny you say that. I look at banana tree. I cannot plant banana tree right up to hang out with monkey. We're gonna have to put banana tree on new island. Which I suppose we'll go ahead and put it over here on this completely empty piece of land. I wonder if we can also fix up these little docks, because they're not in very good shape. Every time I walk out on them, I fear for my dryness. They'll just break underneath me, toss me into these seas, and then I will be soaked. Ta-da! Banana tree. What else can we put out? There's this other icon that looks kind of like an egg, honestly, and I wonder, are we going to be able to have some, I don't know, chickens, dinosaurs hanging out? Or is that just shape coincidence? I like the idea of picturing that's an egg and we're going to be able to plant eggs. The day I would start my streaming career would be a dark one for my lifestyle. Come watch my cool 12-hour-long variety game stream. I wouldn't be able to just leave a game unfinished. Archon has to feed into that completionist mindset. I have to beat it. I have to beat it.
And then every stream for Archon would be a 24-hour stream. Yahoo! Yahey!
Oh, that's the dinner menu? You offer egg, and a side of egg? Ooh. Streamer, Limbo, Caco, none of it good content. Would you be getting so sucked up into your gameplay you'd also be saying nothing? Hang on a second. I was kind of looking over here at these first three options, and then my eyes kind of wander. Two cases. One, Crab Night. Might want to hide. If you see any logs, don't walk into them, okay? And the last item too. Yes, Skelly. That's actually where my eyes went to first. We get to put down a capybara house. And that actually has some extra notes when I hover over it. You can see when I go over the cattail, it just says, hey, +5 leaves per 18 seconds. Where's the capybara house? When I hover over that, it says, helps gather resources from the water. What kind of resources? Ooh, banana. That's 1 banana. Does that give me a time scale too? That says +30 magic leaves every 45 seconds. I'm assuming it means you can sell the bananas for that amount. So every 45 seconds, we can collect banana. Banana tree way over here on the left, away from fish. Little bit inconvenient. Excuse me, monkey. They don't want to take the bananas one at a time. You have to have all of them or nothing. Let's go ahead and fish in here, this little spot, and see if we can get some red fish for Jelly Bean. Oh my god, the breadfish reminds me of takoyaki. I take a little nibble on it. Ooh. Oh my god, hang on. Hang on. Oh, goldfish, pretty good. look at that face. This breadfish is smug as hell. With its little sarcastic, smug smile. Can't help but keep thinking of Banana Tree Petrie as a banana. Just imagine. Oh, chat. Grab out the Petrio emote and then imagine that in a little banana costume. Oh my god. The snack that smiles back. Oh no, the breadfish. And hello there, Terrakin, just peeking in. You're peeking in at fishing game. She would be quite appealing. Excellent. I get it. Because banana and peel. Wow. Wow, wow. I am in awe of your puns. How do you keep doing it? Just like the Courage episode where he dresses as a banana. Oh man, I wish I could remember that better. Courage was a good show. It has been so long since I've watched it, though, it feels like. Hell. And I think Courage is one of the shows that pretty much everybody both remembers fondly, or quote-unquote fondly, where they look back and go, oh my god, I remember when Courage was on the air and holy shit, that spooked the hell out of me. The dark memories and nightmares brought about by Courage. But otherwise, you look back at that time and go, smile. Yeah, I remember being horrified by that one. It touched on some big themes for being a children's show. Also true. I think the way and the format of it made it fit quite well, though. You only remember one episode of Courage? That's fine, Arthur. I mean, even in normal circumstances, if you haven't even if you watch the entirety of the show, if it's been a long time, it can make it a little bit hard to remember it. Excuse me, Jelly Bean. I pull out my breadfish. I have something for you. Oh, looky here. You reeled in a couple of them bready boys. Bready boys. Why wasn't I pulling out the breadfish and going, oh, chat, look at our little bready boys. Pat, pat, oh. Nicely done, lass. Though simultaneously, imagine calling them bready boys and then just eating them. While we're on the topic of strange fish, did I ever tell you about the time I wrestled with the biggest koi I ever saw? Fish wrestling? I don't know about that one. Fish only have fins. That does sound slimy. It also sounds like a very easy contest to win against fish. How would the fish really wrestle you back? Now, if you said wrestled against an octopus, then I'd be into it. Or a squid, that would also qualify. Must have been 50 feet long with shiny golden scales and hey, where are you going? I just look at him in the face and I go, dude, you're bullshitting me. I'm leaving. Bye, Jellybean. You're doing great so far, lass. Giving old Jellybean a run for his money. Oh, that's for sure. Next, let's see if you can catch 2 goldfish. You know, I had me a pet goldfish when I was a wee pup. Called him Moby Nick. Ah, those were the days. Thanks, Jellybean. Jellybean, I will only believe it if I see it. Damn. Damn. Can I just straight up give him this? Because I think I already caught the 2 goldfish, so yes, wow. Already had them. Here you go, Jelly Bean. Already prepared because I'm a master fisherman myself. Hell yeah. Bouncing barnacles. Are those goldfish I see shimmering? Oh, you're a heck of an angler, kiddo. Ain't you the cutest little goldfish on this side of the 77 seas? Oh, welcome to your new home, Moby Rick and Moby Mick. Jelly Bean, please. You know, maybe it's just that he's not very creative with names, and maybe that's the real issue. Well, we got that done. Grab up that cattail, make our way over to Luna and sell our shit. Da-da-da. And now we're going to head back over to Banana Tree. And maybe we'll place down another banana tree so we can collect bananas twice as fast. Now, and take a little sit down, because we've fished all we can out of those 2 fishing spots over there on the right, so now we just need to get the bananas for the monkey. Oh, and thank you for following! Hungry for Hungary. Oh, I have to give you a quick clap for that one because it fits right in with all the puns we've been making around here today. Gray, please. I grab you and I place my hand on your shoulder as you just stare blankly, eyes glazed over. Morty, I turned myself into a fish. Morty, I'm Moby Rick. Moby Rick, probably. I just shake my head sadly at Gray as he's gone into a daze. Sucked into the joke. We've lost him, chat. Incredibly cursed. Don't forget, Gray was the one to make those oh whoa jokes too. I think we're losing Gray to the dark side, chat. It's only so long until Gray starts unironically drawing Spike and Twilight Sparkle fan art. No! And hello there, Lord Mung, and welcome! And then Skelly, I say this, and Skelly says no. God, I had almost managed to forget that, and now it's returned to me. Why? Help, please, God? He dabbled in the forbidden comedy. The Necro Comedy Con. You know, as you said... Wait, hang on, okay. Grace commenting his reply. We gotta address this first. Ahem. The toxins seep into my veins. Drawing. That sounds like a plan for the day. He pulls up his reference images. 1. An attractive anime man. The other. A purple pony. Ominous music looms in the background. And now, as you're saying, Necro Comedy Con. Man, there was a game that was supposed, or that had labeled on Steam that was supposed to come out on June 24th that's like called the Necronomistore, and it looked, I thought the art style looked neat, and the concept was intriguing. They have a classic version of the game too that is available for you to download and grab. But they've still got the same release date as being June 24th, but both of the games, because there's 2 on Steam for some reason, I'm not entirely sure why or what's the difference between them, but neither of them are you're able to purchase or download at all. They're still just locked behind a, hey, wishlist the game, it'll come out soon. But the date still says June 24th, and I'm just looking at it going, please, Necronomistore, when the fuck are you coming out? I want to just play you. Have you seen Spookware yet? Oh, I don't think I've even heard of it. You know, but then simultaneously, I feel like I saw that mentioned because it's also familiar somehow. I don't know if somebody else has just offhandedly mentioned it or made a mention of it, or if I saw something, or maybe if it was faintly in a, you should look at this game from Steam, and I kind of glanced over it and that was it, but Let me just talk to these monkeys first, and we'll get back to that. Holy potassium! This should be plenty for the return trip home.
We live to see another day. Oh.
Wow, okay, maybe dial it back a notch. Anyway, Cassie, was it? Luna filled us in on what happened, so we found this aboard the Prime Mate for you. The Prime Mate, huh? Thanks, monkeys. They're ready with the puns. I assumed you'd seen it by now. I'll just stick it in Discord. There are times where I do manage to see games, and then people will post them in recommended. There are times where that is not the case, though. Who knows what games I have and have not seen? Next command idea, perhaps? Cursed joke, shame on you, username. That's going down in the Necro Comedy Con. Oh my god. Would that then become something like, what? I think it's Germa's stream chat meme. Yeah, with the +2 and -2 points system. Would that be a sort of similar equivalent where you either got the comedy command and you say that's going into the book of comedy gold, and then you have the alternate now with cursed joke, shame on you, that's going down in the Necro Comedy Con? I kind of love that idea. It's all Italian. But simultaneously, I don't want people to start using it in an overly toxic fashion. But I think currently, chat doesn't have a problem with that. So let me just do a little bit of a typing here. Put a little parenthesis there, a little @ symbol right there. We want an @to user, I think, so we can slap it at people. Then when you're trying to get into comedy heaven, they look at how many entries you have in both, and they measure. They check. How much do you have in the cursed realm? And how much do you have in the book of comedy gold? The tallies are checked. Now let me just test this out here. Yep, there we go. Alright, chat. Now we can write jokes down in the cursed joke. Oh no, then if we get things like the wagging tail chat, then we can write them into the Necro Comedy Con. The yin to the yang of, the yang to the yin of comedy. Peepo is Necro Comedy Con, that checks out. Oh my god. Alright, the Prime Mate. We got the Lighthouse Key, so now we can go check out what's happening over there. I don't want to think where we'd be without you, mate. You really saved our tails.
Long live Cassie, savior of the seas!
That's me, chat. Oh, hell yeah. Look at Cassie doing the RP walk over to Luna. I flip my hair around, trying to show off to her. And then I turn back around and start heading towards the boat. Dun 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 dun.
It's Cassie, savior of the seas, hell yeah.
Now we go to the lighthouse. Caco lore is really in-depth. I don't know about that one. I've got a whopping second book that just released with the Necro Comedy Con, so my lore exists in the Book of Comedy Gold, and now in our new edition, the Necro Comedy Con. And the only lore you're getting out of those are jokes, and some of those are by chat, so I don't know. Extend the lighthouse's reach? Chat, we can't afford that. We're poor. We've only got 158 magic leaves. Aw, heck. Oh, jeez. Oh, how quickly... Hang on, why do I have these bananas still? Monkeys, I might have forgotten to give you all of the bananas. I start sweating while they are freaking out over there over 1 or 2 bananas. Uh-oh. They might not make that return trip back. Alright, so those bananas yield 30 magic leaves every, what, 45 seconds? How much can I get out of a full inventory of fish? Because maybe we stand next to the trees and we just make bank off bananas. Oops. Just broke my fishing line. I wonder if we should spend our... Whoa. I like when I catch the goldfish from here because I reel them up so goddamn fast. Holy hell. Wonder if I should invest all of my money into fishing pole upgrades and say, fuck expanding the area, I need maximum power fishing rod first. But then again, we are going to continue fishing from new fishing spots, and that's gonna earn us magic leaves too, so maybe we'd be getting a little bit ahead of ourselves. I'm unsure. We do still have money. We could always spend some of our money too, you know, just making the place fancier with the decorations we can put down. Chat, if you were a fish, what kind of fish would you be? And we're not talking about some specific kind, like you wouldn't nod and say, hey, I would be a goldfish. Think a unique sort of happening. If you were a fish, a kind of fish, you're a new kind of fish that is you. Would you be a small fish? Would you be a big fish? Would you be maybe a fish that hangs out lower down in the ocean depths? Would you be one that would hang out in a huge school of fish? Skelly would, of course, be a bonefish. If we then lived in a sort of magical world equivalent, like Luna's fishing garden, Skelly would just be straight up a bonefish that would just be a skeleton fish. You know, it'll be like in the video game sometimes where you go fishing in deserts or you go fishing in lava and you pull out bonefish from it. That would be Skelly. And Lazy Shy Guy started out simple, saying, yeah, I think I'd be a salmon. And you just stay to that, Shy Guy. You just be a salmon, not even come up with your own fish if you say so. And hello there, Con. Welcome. You know, got gifted that sub earlier, and now here you are in chat. I note your name down for getting a little figure for you. Wonderful. Now you too can join the chat outside jail party. Oh. Archon would be a magma fish, incredibly fitting since you do love fire. And if you were magma fish, you would be able to set things on fire so easily. That was a lot of money. I think that might yield us way more than the banana. Let's go get a full inventory of banana. We hang out with banana. And let's see how that goes. Maybe putting, ooh. I put down big avocado tree. Look at that, it's so pretty too. I stand next to the nice looking avocado tree. Chat, I hope you're ready for some banana guacamole. Sounds delicious, right? Make some banana guac. We just need some chips then. Gray would be an olive dab, weird looking and close to the sand. Are you implying you look weird? Oh, heck. Oh, jeez. But we all look weird anyway. We're not free from that. But I don't blame you for hanging out with the sand. It is pretty good. Though, some people don't like sand very much. It gets everywhere. You know, like the Anakin meme. Think of all the unused potential. A lot of magma comes out of that ocean floor. Oh. And then Archon. You'd be able to slowly build up your own private island. And then you yourself could either act as an extremely wealthy businessman fish and keep it to yourself, or you sell it to the extremely wealthy businessman humans so you can rake in the cash. I would be a tiny fish that hides in trees. Would that qualify as something like a flying fish then? A lungfish? Because fish normally don't hang out outside of the water. I think you might be confusing fish with birds. I'd be a seal but with powerful legs. Well, I don't think a seal is a fish. But so you're saying you would essentially be Jelly Bean, but with huge muscle legs? And then everybody can look over at you and go, oh my god, look at Bumpkin over there. Oh, such thick thighs. Oh my. And then they kind of fan themselves with their hand because they're sweating because, oh, so hot. Chat is a bit confused, but we got the spirit. What are fish? Oh, we just don't know. It hangs out near the water. That means it's a fish, right? Crab are fish. Beachgoers are fish. That means the beach nudists are also fish. Oh boy, there's so many kinds of fish. Look at my favorite fish over there, the octopus. Oh boy. Oh, look at that one. That fish is filled with people on it. The boat fish, the pirate fish. Oh boy. Uh-oh. My inventory's full. Buy bananas, buy avocados. We need to go sell now. Are humans fish? They swim and do fishy things. Why? If they're nearby some water at the time, then yes. Oof. Look at all that money, chat. 547 magic leaves now. Let's put down another avocado tree. I would be a small fish that makes a bigger fish out of driftwood to trick the other fish. Oh, a smart fish then. Fish with a little bit of intelligence. That reminds me, one, there was like the article, yeah, that was like, oh my god, look at these wolves and the crows. They're becoming friends so that the crow can, you know, hop out and bait animals over, and then the wolves pop out and attack. I also recall seeing a little clip of, I assume it was a crow. It was a large blackbird, so it was crow or raven, because those are some of the particularly intelligent of the bird world. And it had a wad of bread in its mouth, and rather than eat the bread, it took the bread, broke some pieces of it into the water that it was at, because it was at a little sort of a dock spot. It took a nice little perch at the end of the dock and took its bread and kind of dipped it and put it in the water there and waited. And then when a fish came up to eat the bread, boom! The crow took its opportunity and nabbed that fish out of the water and then got a better meal. That's right, it was very impressive. Smart bird indeed. Risking food in order to get better food. I used to mispronounce avocado as avocado all the time before I was corrected. Avocado. Oh my god. That's a pretty good mispronunciation of avocado, I gotta say. It also makes me think of the mispronunciation that people tend to use for jalapeno, where they say it as jalapeno. Yo, dude, is that a jalapeno pepper? Oh my god, I love those dang jalapenos. They're so spicy. It really makes my mouth burn. That jalopy pepper over there, oh, it's my favorite kind of pepper. I love the jalopies. Cows are super smart and can be trained to attack your foes. Oops, sorry, I meant to say crows. I hope cows are also super smart and you can train them to attack your foes. Cause hell yeah, battle cattle, it even rhymes, it's so perfect. Cows would be terrifying but are not as easy to train. Aw, heck. Well, we got the same amount of money having the avocados. But I think we probably got that money a little bit faster since we were able to hold more at a time. Let's go over to the right now, though. And we're gonna go ahead. And yes, hello there, Lighthouse. We're going to expand you, upgrade you, make you more powerful. Cows are unfortunately not very smart. Oh. Seagulls are pretty smart birds too, but they're dicks. I think I have heard that. I guess seagulls, you know, there's a lot of them. They got a lot of competition. It's a bird world for them. Cows are just bigger dogs, change my mind. I think of the animal fact I learned about how cows, how the dairy cows can fistulate them, so there's cow holes in them. And now I'm thinking the equivalent done to dogs, and I'm a little bit horrified. Hold up, what was that? Take a step back. Excuse me, new NPC, were you an owl? No, like a parrot of some kind? That was really spooky fog removal, though. Yeah, like the sound effect it was playing for that? Hi there, I like your tie. That backpack seems a little bit inconvenient if you're wanting to fly around, but I won't judge. Is it called a cockapoo? Or are you just saying that as a wacky variation, like how we were saying the avocado incorrectly? Man, Skelly, I don't know how mispronouncing it is as avocado. I even have to scroll up to remind myself how you said that. Avocado.
Oh, what marvelous specimen have we here? Large cranium, opposable thumbs, bipedal.
Unless you're a particularly hairless and crafty possum, I'm gazing upon a genuine human. Ah! Ooh, my name is Nigel, wildlife specialist and researcher. I had a field journal, but sadly the storm claimed it. Perhaps you can help me complete a new one. Bring me 7 unique items you encounter on this archipelago. In return, I'll upgrade your backpack's capacity. Chat, that means more money. Crows can solve portal-level puzzles that gamers struggle with? Holy shit. Are you saying crows can be gamers? Hold on. Does that mean we can have a crow gaming? The crow gamer? I don't know, she looks more like a Pikmin than a human. Well, just because I have a plant growing out of my head, you're pointing at me and saying, Pikmin. Oh, heck. Oh, jeez. If Cassie was a Pikmin, it'd explain why she never swims? Well, yeah, because I would be a red Pikmin, seeing as my shirt is red. And only the blue Pikmin are able to swim. This checks out. Excuse me, Luna, I've got some garbage for you. Though then again, I probably should have stopped over at... Wait, I look back up the collector of knowledge, gather unique items 0 out of 7. I guess that doesn't apply to trash. And why she's smaller than a leaf? Hang on. If that part were true, that means Luna over here would also be smaller than a leaf. It's only the leaf boat that is huge. Okay? Because we can see this little plant. I'm bigger than that. I'm pretty sure I was bigger than all those leaves growing off our planted trees, so... Though, then again, I consider how I am also the same size as both Jellybean and Nigel. What kind of world are we living in here, chat? I'm a little bit confused. So you've met Nigel, is that right? Well, I sincerely hope you're not just letting him wade around in soil. You clear out the debris around his island. I hope you will try to show some decency around him. He's an academic, after all. Funny you say that, because I actually cleaned up most all of it already. There's a single plant left, I think. Bird nerd. Nigel's a nerd. I'm concerned that she might be a plant controlling this host human's body. Maybe that's why she can't talk. All right, lass. My belly's rumbling something fierce again. Gonna make a hefty meal out of your next hole. I'm in the mood for me favorite. Oh, some eel. Ah, my mouth's watering just picturing those slippery scoundrels. You know, they're like noodles. Very tasty.
Just imagine, rather than a plate of spaghetti, or, wacky plate of worms, it's a bunch of noodles. Eel noodles. Like how they call snakes the danger noodles to be wacky too. Yahoo! Yahoo!
And now we'll go fishing here, because this is probably where that eel is at. I might hoard up some money to get some fishing pole upgrades, though. Oh, a beta? Oh my god, it's so fancy. If you slurp an eel, will Jellybean... With Jellybean, you can reenact the Lady and the Tramp scene. Oh, I blush, putting my hand up to my face in shock and surprise.
Oh, heck! Oh, jeez! I can't do that live on stream, that's too much! Oh my!
I look at Baron Van Bear enter the chat. I look back over at Mortis, who cast the spell to make it 0.7% more likely that I'd encounter a bear. I look back at Baron, sweating. The magic worked. We've encountered a bear, chat. Oh no. Oh god. Chat! Oh no! It's an axolotl! Look at him! He's so cute! What was it? I think it was Dagnario that made the comment that they were gonna get some axolotls over in Discord. I feel like. Yes, it was Dagnario posting that in the general realm earlier. Now Dagnario doesn't even have to buy the axolotl. We got it for him! Oh my god. That means we just need one more if he's gonna buy one or two.
Da-da-da-da-da. Chat, we could also have our own axolotls. Oh boy. Now I'm very excited.
Okay, and also I really want to go back for a second about how we were commenting about how our Cassie here is about the size of a leaf. Chat, what if we were tiny, yeah? But there's sort of different worlds to exist in as being tiny. There's something, you know, you got a sort of Thumbelina style tiny where you were just kind of mysteriously made you're tiny for some reason because magic, and it's pretty much just you. But otherwise you're a normal human. Or would you be more something along the lines of the Borrowers, where there's a bunch of just little tiny human colonies all over the place that hide out in human homes? Or what if you were tiny like a little fairy pixie creature? So you lived out in nature and maybe you went out and played pranks on the human people. What kind of tiny would you want to be? And if you were a kind of Thumbelina style tiny, would that mean that you could go out and get yourself an extremely attractive fairy boyfriend, girlfriend? So, Nigel, how do I get, oh, okay, third option, you know, the fucking right there. Thank you, Caco. Blind. I give him some of my stuff. We only need 2 more now. But now we do need an additional eel. We need to head back to fish. There we go. You want to be goblin tiny? Well, that's not super small. I mean, if we're thinking in terms of borrower scale, where they're the size of a doll, that's very different still. I mean, goblins are already very different in size from regular humans, and if we're considering humans the size of dolls, that's a big difference. Getting a queen bee that I could worship? Oh, do you think an option instead would be if you could be a bee fairy? You know, how they have some of the interpretations of fairies and pixies and the like are little tiny ones that look like insects and bugs. You know, you could have like a butterfly type fairy that has some butterfly wings. You could be a little bee fairy, and then you could have a bee queen. Bee type fairy? Oh no. Where's the Pokemon style game where you befriend some little various kinds of fairies and you go out to battle with them? Talking about goblins? A little bit, Gooblin. Mimi was saying that if she was tiny, she wouldn't want to be teeny tiny, but she would want to be goblin tiny. We were really more looking at what kind of a tiny person would you want to be? Would you want to be a borrower or a fairy? And by extension, if you were a borrower, what kind of house would you want to end up in? Would you want huge, giant mansion? Hold on. I just cut myself off right there because my mind instantly swaps. Think of all the houses that you're able to live in. And how living in giant, huge-ass mansions, normally completely unfeasible for you, because you're never gonna afford that shit. Now, if you were a tiny human, you wouldn't have to worry about paying rent. You just sneak in and live there anyway, and if you just stay hidden, no one will ever know you're there. Though you would instead have the inverse problem of giant house. Would mean you have to navigate through giant house, and, that might take a little bit of time. You couldn't play video games? Oh, that's where you're wrong, Mimi. You just steal the wealthy person's gaming consoles and computers that are around. Sure, it might be a little bit hard to play some games, the keyboard's a little bit big for you, but if you just befriended somebody, start talking to the rich kid living in the mansion and just have them play the video games for you. It's like your own personal streamer. Guess I don't want to give the items to him. Stuart Little. Probably not far off. He was a mouse. I mean, the idea is still the same. You gods, now I got memories of a cartoon I saw as a kid where a tiny child was living with his normalized family. George Shrinks. Right there. I loved George Shrinks as a kid. Great Gaia's beak. You brought old Jellybean a meal, oh eel. Oh, you made this day go from good to great, little landlubber. Now, if you don't mind, this mouth's got a date with some sushi. This mouth has a sushi date. Oh, heck. Oh, jeez, Jellybean. Oh, wait, you still got another quest. You want more fish, then? Burp. A meal fit for a captain, or I'll be stuffed. Let's make your next catch a proper sporty one. I want to see how you stack up against black bass. Reel a couple of those in, and I'll know for sure I'm dealing with a pro. Funny you say that, Jellybean, I say, looking up to my +2 next to my fish count. I pull out black bass from my pockets. Hello, I would like to apply for my name to be renamed to Sushi. And then if you ever have a sushi date, anytime someone in particular, Jellybean over here says, my mouth has a date with sushi, Mimi then just steps out and goes, oh, you're referring to me? Grabs out a comedically large stick of lipstick and comedically applies it liberally to the lips. Smack, lip smack, mwah. Ready for that date, wink. I don't know whether to be impressed or jealous. These are some fine-looking bass, Cassie. Maybe I should start calling you Bassy. I'm not going to do that. Bassy, come on, Jellybean. Mimi, would you wrap yourself in kelp? Oh my, Skelly, no, that would stay into the, the bedroom area, the sexy times. Oh my, blush, blush. What? Because then you're wrapped up in the kelp seaweed, and you go, unwrap me, wink, and then the other person just starts sweating profusely. Can't be kelped! Thank you, Cooch Gooblin, for the pun. You have to do it in reverse. Yeah, you have to do it in reverse order, Shy Guy. You gotta do exclamation point comedy and then at Cooch Gooblin. If you do it the reverse order, it doesn't work. Not what I was thinking, Skelly says innocently. Oh, no replies. Oh, I see. I see. That's probably why it doesn't work, though. With the reply feature, is because kind of built behind the Twitch scenes, it interprets it as like doing an @ and then the exclamation point command. And that's why it doesn't work with replies. See, I'm using a chat app, so replies don't actually show on it either. I see it as just normal ats. Let's see, we wanted 2 more unique items and our inventory was full, so we wanted to pause to sell to Luna, and then we can collect up these cattails. I'd only ever heard stories of humans before you came along. You're different than what I thought you'd be. But no additional quests from Luna, so we'll continue. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and fish up the 4 fish here for the unique findings for Nigel, because while he did specify 7, with the way his sort of almanac piece looked, is we should be able to get a lot more to give to him. We gotta give him everything, 100% his little booklet. Oops. My brain consists of 84% puns. That doesn't sound like a bad thing to me. My inventory's full already? Heck. Seeing replies in post looks so scuffed, hard to track in VODs. Yeah. I mean, yeah. I do like the replies as a feature when you're on default Twitch, but there's certainly a lot of issues. You even look over at mobile, and mobile does the same thing as this chat app does, where it just looks like you're adding people and you don't see the reply. And so it makes it so if you're replying to a reply, it looks like you're just adding yourself. So, up there, if Gooblin replied to Shy Guy, it would just look like he's going, @Cooch Gooblin. Comment, comment, comment. And hello there, the Litchi Popo, and welcome. I hate that the reply feature doesn't let you actually jump to the messages that are being replied to. It often just looks like people are adding themselves. What you can do, though, is when there are those reply features, is if you click on the little comment above it, it gives you the little line group of all of the comments that have been answered, or what they're talking about. So while the ats kind of stay the same, you can open the thread and you get that chain. But it's not a mobile thing still. It's only on the PC. But yes, Arthur, otherwise, there you go. You just have to hover over it and choose to open the thread, and boom, you get to see all the comments. And by the way there, hello there, Mr. Ryan. Welcome. I do recall you were gifted a sub earlier, and now that you're showing up in chat, let me just type out your name there. There we go. And now you too will get a nice little figure. Little chat figure. Off to the jail cells for you. Ho ho. It's easier to @ people. I don't have to move my mouse. Yeah, sometimes when I'm feeling lazier, I just @ people rather than go up to click reply. I do it a little bit interchangeably. Typing is hard, though. That's why you just do @ and you can start typing someone's name. And I don't know if it's a default Twitch feature or if it's from an extension, but it will give you name suggestions as well as being able to hit tab and autocomplete the name. So you actually don't have to worry about typing, Arthur. As long as there's not multiple people in chat, say I start typing out @well, it will then, if I then hit tab, it will autocomplete it to be @Wellington Skellington. Oh, it's so convenient. Imagine if streamers could at everyone. I mean, Gooblin, really? I look at chat. What am I doing right now? I'm essentially doing an at everyone. Pay attention to me. I look at the camera. At is a magic rune that helps you communicate or spy on people. Oh my god. Oh yeah, there's also highlighting messages that are kind of like at everyone's, huh? That's true. Hang on. Lovely. There we go. Pay attention to me.
Ah, splendid! I'll begin recording our new findings at once. Please, take this.
You can't read, Mr. Ryan. Okay. I look at the messages I posted in chat. Don't worry. I sent one message that said, haha, neat, smile. And then my second highlighted message said, read my message, chat, smile. So there you go. For chat people who cannot read, you now know what I just said. You don't want a GB? Aw, heck. Aw, jeez. But hello there, GB, and welcome. The hair shading on Caco's character is a bit difficult to do, so I think I'll leave the shading flat and call it complete. Art? Huh? Huh? And now we've got the bigger... You're also deaf, Mr. Ryan! No! He's just wandered onto this, into the stream. He can't hear anything. He can't read what chat's saying, but at least he can look at the pretty pixel art. And now we have a bigger backpack.
I'm actually a bit concerned. Ever since the storm, Gaia, our great guardian spirit, has been all but silent. It may behoove you to locate Sam. He's the leading scholar on all Gaia-related matters.
Swimming in the clouds, visit the lighthouse. I guess that's where we're going to go to next. Do I have anything? No. I've given everything I can to Nigel. Now, you got this exclamation point. Do you have another quest? What is this? Don't scream at me. I'll kick your shins. But, Pooch, I don't know that Nigel has any shins. He's a bird, so his leg anatomy is different. Do they have a shin equivalent? I guess they have shin equivalent because they have legs, but... Cooch, they're a bird. A kick would destroy them. No, not Nigel.
The field journal is off to a grand start, but I'd very much like to see more. Could you gather 5 new specimens? Once I get my claws on more research subjects, we'll see about enhancing that backpack of yours further, yes.
How much can... Ooh, so previously I was able to hold 12 items and now I can hold 18. Does that mean every upgrade I'll get an additional 6 slots? Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think so. Probably will just means we get to fill out an extra line. And if that's the case, we have 1 line for 6, 2 for 12, 3 for 18. Which means it looks like we should then get an additional 2 past that. You'll gently flick their shins then. Oh, heck. Nigel, bullying? Oh. You know, I haven't done much decorating. There we go. Decorated. Alright, now to extend... Oh. As I comment about, oh heck, oh geez, I haven't done much decorating here, and then oops, I spent the money, so now I can't put that down. I should put down some trees here, though. We're gonna spend our money on trees. The coconut trees, because they're worth the most. 1. There went all of my money. One lotus is better than no lotus. That's true, because now it does look very pretty over there. Even if I can't extend the lighthouse's reach, because I spent the money. But now we can fish, get some cash, collect coconuts at the same time, and then we'll have a bunch of money again for upgrading that lighthouse. Hell yeah. Nature is your decor. Yes, because this area, little archipelago, it's a garden. So we want to decorate it with beautiful plants. And, you know, maybe a capybara house here and there. I'm just looking at my coconut tree now with high anticipation. Make sure you don't take a break out underneath that tree then, because we don't want any coconuts falling and hitting you on the head, chat. That's dangerous. I want to eat one. That's fine, you just can't sit beneath the tree, you know, maybe wait a few feet away. Oh, I haven't considered though. What if the coconut trees are sentient? And so here you are, sitting by the little blue plant, waiting for that coconut to grow, and then the tree, just eyes pop out, grab one of its nuts, and throws it at you. It'd be like the trees from Wizard of Oz. When they were throwing the apples at Dorothy and friends. Except they'd be coconuts. The coconuts, right? Yeah, you know, you just shorten that to nuts. Oops. I'm now scared of coconuts. It's not the coconuts you should be afraid of, Gooblin. It's the tree. In fact, you should probably be concerned about every tree you come across, because you never know when they're just going to rip themselves to pieces to huck little chunks at you. I'm scared of Coco, the movie. A reasonable fear. Always be afraid of movies. You never know when they're gonna bite. You should always fear coconuts, especially when someone wants them on a pizza. Alright, now some people say, pineapple on pizza? That's weird. But have they considered coconut on pizza? Because that's definitely even weirder. How well do you think coconut melts, and how much do you think you could trick people into thinking it's cheese? Because one of the ways you add coconut to things is you add it as little shreddings. And if you did it right, you could maybe shave the coconut so it looks like it's cheese. And so here you've just handed someone a pizza that they think is just normally topped with cheese, when in actuality it's coconut. How well do you think that would work for a prank? You would go into a rage. This isn't cheese, this is coconut! What the hell? Pineapple is a scary fruit, though. When you eat it, it also eats you. What does that mean? How? Is that what we're referring to? Just the pineapple eats you because of its acidity? Ugh. Only coconut instead of cheese? You'd smell the coconut. Do you think you could then disguise it with something that smells stronger? You know, put onions on top of it? Maybe some garlic? Those both have very strong smells. So would that disguise the coconut scent? Now I'm thinking instead of a more dessert-styled pizza that's pina colada. I wonder how that would taste. Pizza curiosity. Onion, garlic, and pineapple pizza. Coconut pizza. What? That doesn't sound... Really, let's be honest. I'm not going for trying to make this pizza sound delicious. I'm trying to go for a prank pizza that's not supposed to taste good. So when you go in for a bite, you go, what the fuck is this shit? So I think if they took a bite of coconut, onion, garlic pizza and they did, oh wow, this is delicious, can I have another piece? Then you should maybe start being concerned for your friend. Oh, there's another idea. Serve it during allergy season so they'll probably have a stuffy nose. Then they won't be able to smell the coconut anyway. Genius. I always have shrimp on my pineapple pizza. That sounds like it'd be a pretty good flavor combination. Because as a sort of a skewered cooked thing, shrimp and pineapple, I think, tend to be something that you add onto. Stuffy nose? You mean anaphylactic shock? Oh. It's a little bit more extreme than we might have been thinking, but I suppose anaphylactic shock would... That might prevent you from smelling the coconut too, yeah. Oh, by the way, hello there, Dank Butter, and welcome! Are people actually allergic to coconut, though? Are you asking about people in general? Because, yeah, you can't be allergic to almost anything. I mean, yeah, I think there's someone allergic to everything. Whoa. That's... You know, there are just some medical ailments, diseases, genetic disorders that you can get that are just so absolutely fucked. It makes it so that when you have something just... While it sucks to have, you know, a bad back is a common problem, and it sucks. I'm not saying it doesn't suck. But imagine the other things that you can end up with, and then suddenly maybe the bad back doesn't seem as terrible of a genetic gamble. That's still, again, not to say bad backs don't suck, because I had to change my sleeping posture because I started having a decent amount of back problems, and for me personally, what made and has helped out for me has been adjusting my sleeping posture. But some people's backs are absolutely fucked, so still sucks. Still sucks. Any kind of pain, really. Hell. Oh, my inventory's full. Ah, Gooblin, you're allergic to peaches? You can eat peaches by getting an itchy rash, it's not worth it. Yeah, sometimes you can have allergies that aren't to an extent where you eat it and you risk your life. Some of them are just, you get itchy rashes. Some of them, maybe you get, there can be various minor reactions. But it's still to that extent of, yeah, I don't really like the reaction I get from it, so I think I'm just going to opt to not eat or come into contact with this thing. When I was young, man, if I ate tomatoes, my ears would turn bright red and feel hot. That makes it... Oh man, Popo, you could have manipulated that. And then you're talking to someone and you quickly eat a tomato real fast. And then you pretend like you're blushing. That's right, tomato blush. Perfect. And then you quickly take a bite of the tomato and you go, oh heck, oh geez, other person, you're making me blush. Think of all the comedy hijinks you could get into. The same thing would happen to your little brother? Heck. Genetic allergies. What the hell? So, chat. Jellybean was making a comment earlier about how he was wrestling a giant koi fish. And we kind of looked at him dubiously. We didn't really believe him. 50-foot a 50-foot koi? I don't think so. He wasn't lying. The koi is pause fishing. A little bit. He's certainly not pogging, so... I guess if you're not pogging, you're pausing.
Oh, and hello there, GLRP, and welcome, and Slime, both showing up. Look!
You came here just in time to meet Sam. We're just now getting introduced. He's a giant koi fish. We're a cute little girl here named Cassie with a little plant on our head hanging out in fishing boat. So say hi to Sam. Between dreams of ships sailing among the clouds, I've been watching you helping the spirits and reviving the garden. This is good. You are good. You deserve something good. Something I found in another world, in another life. Did he just give us some magic leaves? Because I think we can find that here. Like the others, my power is quite weak. May this woeful fish wish for a dish? Unlike the others, I'm a proud vegetarian. I cannot eat fish. That would be... not good. Is 10 coconuts too much to ask for? Oh, I certainly hope not. For you, Sam? I lean into him, and I just do a little,
Mwah! Little kiss on the side of his face there. Anything.
Whereas Mr. Ryan over in chat there is scandalized and shocked by 10 coconuts. 10 coconuts?! It's a goddamn ripoff, what the hell? But, dear sweet Cassie, she loves Sam. She loves all of the people here at Luna's archipelago. And all these gardening islands, of course, Sam, I'd love to get you 10 coconuts. And so she goes and rows away in her little leaf boat. However, that means I'm totally going to spend this money we're getting here, our banana avocado money, to put down another coconut tree. Because otherwise, it takes a minute per coconut. And if we only had one coconut tree, that would take us 10 minutes. We're gonna cut that down and do 5. Second coconut tree. Da-da-da. A little bit picky here, huh, coconut tree? There we go. Does that mean something's going to appear in between them? Because it wasn't letting me place anything right here. And I can't imagine why it would prevent me unless something's gonna show up here later. New NPC?
What? Okay, so the other one?
Or, I guess that's true, Gooblin. Coconut trees are notoriously shy. Maybe they just don't like being next to each other.
Oh, heck, I can't. What if the leaves? If we were able to hold our leafy hands together? Oh, heck, oh, jeez, I can't picture that. That's too much. Put me over there, put me over there.
They would say. Just too shy to get that close to each other. Oh geez, coconut trees. This is why they have such a hard time finding love. They're too embarrassed, too shy to make contact. A Sam 2? I don't think we could have a Sam 2 over here. Because Sam 1 was a fish, and I don't think fish should be on the land. However, let's think instead about the sea lion jelly bean. What if we had a seal jelly bean too? It'd be so cute. And hello there, Marshy, and welcome. Make them kiss the trees. Aw, heck. Aw, jeez, that's too much for the coconut trees. They can't kiss. They can't even handle holding their hand leaves together. And you want them to kiss? Oh my god. They might just explode with embarrassment. If you could see their faces, you'd see them blushing right now at the very thought. Explode? That phrasing. Is that weird phrasing to say that they'd explode with embarrassment? Or are we looking at these in terms of wagging tail? Explode, you say? I start sweating, nervously. I like the little seagulls that fly around here. They add such a nice, light, innocent atmosphere to the area. Look at him go! Seagull, hello! I remember when one of those seagulls landed in the avocado tree when I was standing nearby. It was lovely. Seagulls are never innocent. Spawn camping the coconuts. Oh my god, I think you're right. The real reason they're flying by right here is because they want the coconuts for themselves. So they're waiting to come swoop in and steal them from me. I look at the seagull, squinting my eyes. I pull out my fishing rod. Gonna go fishing for some seagulls, maybe. Nonsense, seagulls can't open coconuts? But what if they bribe somebody or pay to have them opened? If they just caught a fish or two and gave it on over to Jellybean, I'm sure Jellybean wouldn't be opposed to doing something for him because Jellybean does love fish. Oh, and they are quite well off too, that's true, so they do even have just the straight money for it. Seagulls can't melt steel coconuts. But Gray, these aren't steel coconuts, they're just normal coconuts. I didn't buy the upgrade for them. Oh, heck. Oh, jeez. I start pacing back and forth nervously, sweating. Bribe the seagulls to give you the fish and coconuts. I guess with the seagulls... Ow! Oh no! The seagull landed on my head! Oh my god! It's trying to kill me! We need to get out of here, Chet! Otherwise they're gonna do another kamikaze run and they might take me out! Oh god! Pick the flower. Seagulls drop the coconuts on people's heads, cracking their skulls and the coconuts open, committing crimes and getting the sweet inside. Holy shit, seagulls are hardcore. But hello there, Shadow, and welcome! I remember hearing something about swallows and coconuts. What? The seagulls kill the swallows with the coconuts? Oh, you have a true talent for caring, Cassie. I almost feel loved. Almost. But Sam, I do love you. Just accept my feelings, please. Hang on, balloons fly between islands? That is convenient. Nigel was wise to send you to me. Gaia's absence has indeed been strange. I feel it may be related to the elms. The elms? That sapling on Luna's island? Before the storm, it was a mighty Gaia's elm. The elms and Gaia are connected by some mystic power. You'll want to pay it a visit. That little tiny blue sprout is actually something and not just decoration? I dreamt of apples not long ago. Alas, as the vision faded, so did my hope flicker away to wherever hope goes to die. Sam, no! Your hope! Not to the hopeful afterlife! Apples do not grow on these islands, but many other things do. Many delicious things. I have more to share from where ships sail the skies. Bring me some avocados, and I'll make it worth your while. Ah, now conveniently, I've already got some avocados growing over here. He wants 8 of them. I'm gonna wait to pick those avocados. Just to be sure I don't sell them. That's right, the avocados. I love avocados. And before I also go over to Luna to sell, we're going to make... I wonder how I use those balloons. It said I unlocked them. I don't know how I actually utilize them. Especially with the case that I don't see any of them on any of the islands. Look, one more. And boom. It's just that one I needed.
Oh my word, utterly magnificent! Let's see here. Oh, yes, very good. These will do nicely. Now, if you'll just hand me that backpack of yours.
Da-da-da-da. Okay, that means if I pull up my backpack here. No, I actually have 21 spots, so it went from 18 to 21. So not as good of an upgrade as I was hoping for or expect. You dare scree in my presence? He did it again, yeah. Nigel just gets really excited and he can't contain his excitement, so he screes.
A fine start, Cassie. Clearly, I made no mistake taking you under my wing. Next, find 6 new samples. I'll research backpack expansion techniques in the meantime.
Okay, Nigel. And since I'm here, I'm gonna grab a coconut. Ooh, we can also look at the little sapling over here, rather than on the main island. Or, wait. Nope, I can't. I have to look at the one specifically on Luna's island first, before I can turn my gaze to others. And I wanted to check real quick with Nigel to see if I had turned in anything I've got in my inventory currently. Okay. Luna, I want to see. I guess I should grab the cattail seeds too. We'll dump our inventory. Yep, that sure is. Hang on, I think oop, there we go. Okay. Talk to Sam, citizen, gather items, visions of the sky. Okay. I read this just continuously for a moment, and I read it as visions of the sky avocado. I was like, there's an avocado in the sky. But no, this is just the quest visions of the sky, and I need avocados. Oh, silly me. That's right, the great guac in the sky. I'm gonna leave off of collecting any of the bananas because we don't want to accidentally fill up our inventory and have no space for banana. No, actually, now that I look, with it being 3 of 21, I only need 8 avocados. That means I'll be able to fit bananas in inventory with avocados at the same time. Damn, avocados are flying, gang. Get the 12 gauge. I grab the 12 gauge, and I hand it to you, Marshy. There you go. Make sure you aim real carefully now, because we don't have unlimited ammo, okay? So if you don't manage to take it down, we're going to be stuck with Sky Avocado. If we had giant avocado in the sky, do you think if it ever broke or anything, it would start raining guac? We gonna have guac and chips as an appetizer tonight. Hell yeah, chat, are you ready for some guac and chips? 'Cause I sure am. You know, as I think about the kinds of snack food that you can have as a dip, I think probably maybe hummus and salsa are my favorite kinds of dip, though my mom will make a sort of, I think it's a spinach ranch dip, some kind of spinach dip that is very good with potato chips. That spinach dip paired with, even with bread, but paired with, say, the wavy Lay's chips is excellent, and I love it. Pepper hummus or garlic is nice. There's a lot of kinds of... Okay, real quick, first, Kitty, hello, welcome. This game does look extremely cute and is very cute, liking it. Now, did you know that there are some brands that make chocolate guac? Not guac, sorry. Chocolate hummus. It is a great dessert dip. So that you can grab yourself, say, some pretzels. Boom. Chocolate hummus and pretzels. It's great. Got some strawberries. Dip it in there. Lovely. And hello there, Aunt, and welcome! Just waving your hands up in the air, all excited, Baba Ganoush! You know, I hear Baba Ganoush. I recognize the words, and people say it, but kind of as a mental connection, I only really connect it with the wacky sound of Baba Ganoush. I'm not entirely sure that I'm aware of what Baba Ganoush is. I only thought of hummus as a savory dip, not sweet. That's generally how what I'm familiar with hummus as well, and how I usually consume it. So this type of chocolate hummus dip is a special exception and is very good. Baba Ganoush is hummus from eggplant, essentially. Intriguing. Oh, hang on. I've got 8 avocados. Maybe we'll just stay for one more round, seeing as I'm already waiting here. It's funny because the other day I was talking to my sister about hummus, and she said that she does not like hummus because of the texture of it. And oh boy, and then I said, well, interesting, because I do not like that. I have no problem with the texture. I like hummus. And look at that, Kitty resubscribing. For just a small sum, you too can be a cool subscriber to a variety streamer, DistantCacophony. Accurate. All you have to do is pay $5 or use your Prime subscription and boom. But thank you, Kitty, for resubscribing for 6 months. Very appreciated. Let me just update your date on my list. And there we are. Wonderful. It scared you? I thought the fish was going to eat us, and then the game finally turns into horror. No, it's alright, Twitchy. This right here is Sam. He's our friend. The sapling is withered? Oh, how unfortunate. Only one being on these islands truly understands the connection between Gaia and the elms. The gardener. The gardener? She may be the key to solving this mystery and helping you find your way home. What? Can I be the gardener? I've been gardening. Kind of. Can that be me? So ripe I could practically eat the skin. But that's disgusting, and I will not do that, and neither should you. Remember, chat, apparently, do not eat the skin of an avocado, okay? That's not the part you eat. I am a coy of my word, so please take this. But try not to fly too high, little friend. Unless, of course, you're looking for apples. I also think I forgot to say, hello there, by the way, Elias, and welcome. Got a little bit distracted by your just Baba Ganoush, and I kind of hyper-focused in on that. Kiwis? You're allowed to eat the kiwi skin, yeah? Even if it's okay to do that. I don't think I want to eat kiwi skin. I push the kiwi skin to the side. You never peel them, Skelly? Oh. Oh. Kiwi peeking over and is like, yo, what? What the hell? Hang on. Peel kiwis? Kiwi Bazooka starts sweating. And now our balloons are faster, and I don't even know how to use the balloons still. Is there a control gameplay? Well, I can change the input options. But I don't? No, I don't know. I don't know how to use balloons. It's a mystery to me. Oh, and hello there, Reanimated Bit, and welcome! Now I'm thinking about apples again. My stomach is as empty as my heart. If you bring me grapefruits, I'll be in your debt. Maybe need to be on land? You know, that's a fair point. You might be right. Let me just collect up these bananas and avocados, and we'll go ahead and try using the balloons. I'll, clicking all of the buttons on my controller. What? Oh, that's build mode. I can open up the task list. That ain't it. I don't know how to use balloons. Oh! Oh, that's how you just have to walk between the two islands and hop? Hello! That's how you travel between them. Hi, Luna. Sell all my stuff. Ooh, 1,300. How far do you suppose the balloons go? Could I hop? Oh, I guess there's not a huge gap between these. Some of the islands, at least. Go over to Jelly Bean. I'd like to get some fishing pole upgrades, yes. I guess those ones I'll buy. Thanks, Jelly Bean. I leave. Yes, the Luna. Moi. So now we need some grapefruit. I suppose real quick, we'll need some more money. How much does a grapefruit tree cost? 750. Oh. Oh, you know, we can't get limes, but we can get lemons. Do you think a lemon in a coconut is comparable to a lime in a coconut? It certainly isn't as catchy, because you have lime, 1 syllable, lemon, that's 2 syllables, a little bit more awkward. $750, huh? So we need to... Did I explore past Sam? Whee! Yahoo! Yeah! Yahoo! Wow! And we jump again. Woo! Wow! I love these balloons! They're so fun! Look at all the colors! Yahoo! Yay! Woo! And I want to pick up that piece of trash, so everything's nice and clean. I can't talk to Sam? Man, Sam will never know he's actually loved. Because still, he made the comment that he feels almost loved. But with that second quest, he still didn't say, now I feel loved. Talk about that. Now I think for fishing, we want to go at the furthest fishing spot. As I would imagine, the further out we go with the fishing spots, the more expensive the fish will be worth, right? No?
She just casually ripped out a tree stamp with her bare hands.
Oh my god! Cassie cracks her knuckles, flexes, big powerful muscle flex. She looks at you, smiling.
Why, of course. I am very powerful. It's how I keep all of these islands nice and tidy and clean. With my big, powerful muscles. Yahoo! Yahey!
Man, now with the reel upgraded, I assume it's or maybe not the reel, the line upgraded. It is much more powerful and regains so much better now. What we should probably do, chat, if I take a little stroll on over to options, gameplay, see this fishing speed? You can increase it so you can fish a little bit faster or a little bit slower. And since everything is, you know, a little bit more powerful,
You can handle the faster speed more easily. And a faster fishing speed means more fish.
you know, chat? I don't know how many people have been to a haunted house. But you know, in video games, there tends to be a high focus on jump scares. You know, you build up some atmosphere within your game. But maybe not many games, maybe the poorer, lower quality horror games where they try to mainly get the spooks and scares via jump scares. Haunted houses are kind of the same thing. They build up a little bit of a spooky atmosphere, and then the little actor people always hide away at little side areas ready to jump out and go, ah, boo, and then scare you. Haunted as in people are hiding to scare you, or it's an old rickety home. We're talking the side of the haunted house or a quote-unquote haunted house where it's Halloween time and they're setting up the spooky location with lots of spooky Halloween props so that they can scare you. As a person who has been passing in and out while the stream is going, is this game actually about you fish? What is this game actually about? You fish, but why do you fish? We fish because I think it gives energy power to the people that are here, these spirits. I mean, on our side, Cassie's side, really, we're doing it because we want those magic leaves. We want the money. But don't tell them that. That's right.
Money.
But we play it off as if we're trying to help them out. They are pretty cute, a fair point, but really, even if they were unattractive spirits, I'd still be helping them out. Did I just plant a lemon tree? I wanted a grapefruit tree, but my mind was so hard on the lemon, I went for that on accident. Well, I guess we gotta keep saving up money for that 750 so we can put down the grapefruit tree. So we can actually get that down for Sam. Oops. So now I guess we've got... No, we don't have the lemon yet. When it grows, we will have that before Nigel. That's right, Con. Capitalism. Cassie is all about that. She looks at chat, nodding, holding a handful of magic leaves. It might not be the greenery that we're used to for spending, but hey, it's what they spend here. What's the regrow cycle? 80 seconds for lemon tree. Okay. I have to wait just a touch longer. The better the tree, the more expensive the tree, the more the fruit sells for, the longer it takes to regrow. We have to just wait patiently, chat. Grab your blankets, get comfy again as we await. Now on Netflix, chat, I haven't watched all of it. I started watching it and then got distracted by something else. But they put up, would you call it? I guess it's a nature documentary, yeah? That's about mushrooms. Chat, I love mushrooms. Bioluminescent mushrooms are my favorite kind. I really like things that are bioluminescent in general, honestly. You've got minerals that have some bioluminescence to them. You've got deep-sea creatures that have bioluminescence to them. You've got mushrooms that are also bioluminescent. Fungi are pretty rad. Hell yeah. I like the variety they come in too, where you have the very iconic style of mushroom where they're just the little stick with the little sprouting top. Or you've got the weird ones that will grow off trees that are all flat and look like little platforms. Or you've got some that grow out from the ground that look almost like little stumps with little circles inside of them. I tasted mushroom soup once. It was too damn flowery tasting for me. Well, dear, not all mushrooms taste the same. It's kind of like meat or fruits or veggies. They have different flavors. Chicken of the forest is a good name of a mushroom that is pretty good. Morel mushrooms look cool. Yeah. But I like mushroom in other dishes, like on top of pizza, for example. I would agree. Also, Skelly, rafflesias do look pretty sick. They're not mushrooms, for certain, but it's wild the size that rafflesia flowers can get. So they are also maybe a flower that you don't want to get very close to, because those ones are the big stinky flower. Maybe, hold your nose if you want to go up for a better look. So by extension then, maybe it's a flower that you don't want to have, say, growing in your yard. What do they call? Because, an alternate name for a rafflesia is a corpse flower. Because they smell so bad. So here everybody always wants to point over to durians and go, oh, stinky fruit. Well, you can point over to a rafflesia and go, oops, stinky flower. Yes, and in pasta and rice dishes. But you have to be careful, because they supply a lot of water to a dish. Oh, so you want to be careful to not put in too many mushrooms, or to balance out your other liquid ingredients so it isn't just all water all the time dish. Alright, look at all our shit. Look at that, 998. Wonderful. We plant grapefruit tree. It's like a nice orchard. Maybe I should plant some water crops below this island spot too, because then we'd be able to plant. Ooh, we should save up and put down a capybara house, chat. Oh my god, if we put the capybara house down over here next to the koi, that is a friend for Sam. Oh, hang on. Da-na-na. Da-na-na-na-na-na. Na-na-na-na. Da-da-na-na-na-na-na. And so on, as Cassie just very slowly makes progress through the air. Oh my god. What is your favorite fruit, streamer? And chat. I think I'm gonna go with oranges. I really like oranges. I'd say top fruits for me, orange and bananas. So by extension, whenever I'm looking at getting a smoothie of some kind, almost always I look at what smoothies they offer with bananas in them. And then usually I am a little bit disappointed because the main options tend to just be banana and strawberries. And strawberries have a pretty powerful flavor. Honestly, bananas in smoothies tend to be overpowered by whatever else is being paired with them. And especially that's the case when they're put with strawberries, because strawberries pretty much just punch bananas in the face, beat them down, take over, and they just overpower the banana. You like physalis? Is that a kind of fruit? I'm not sure if I've heard of that before. I love grapes. Grapes are pretty good. I don't know if you have tried them before, but there are cotton candy flavored grapes, and it's curious because they both taste a lot like cotton candy, and just like a really sweet grape. They're pretty good though. I dislike fresh strawberries. People always freak out when I tell people that. It's hard. Personally, I find it hard to really actively get mad at people and be like, you don't like strawberries? What the fuck? Because ultimately, you can't like every food. There are just some foods you dislike, and fruits aren't going to be a problem, or an exception. Physalis are ground cherries. Intriguing. I don't think I've ever had one. Like a berry or a fruit. You really like mangoes? I really like mangoes too. Oh, which by extension makes me think there are mango lassies, which is a mango and yogurt beverage, and mwah, they're delicious. I love them. Pretty much the same with tomatoes. I dislike them fresh, but in everything else they are a-okay. I feel tomatoes are in a little bit of their own category when it comes to fruit, though, if you're saying, what kind of fruit do you like? Because in culinary terms, tomatoes tend to be treated like a vegetable and are viewed like a vegetable because of their flavor is so unlike that of, you know, more traditional fruits. So, not being able to eat tomatoes straight, I don't think is a very peculiar thing. And I've had cotton candy flavored grapes. They had them at the grocery store I used to work at. They're very intriguing. I think I prefer normal grapes more. But they're still pretty good. I think for the most part, I like fruits in general a lot. The tough part with fruit is that how ripe they are makes such a big impact on their flavor. So sometimes I always wonder when people say, yeah, I don't like this kind of fruit very much. I can't help but somewhat wonder if it's because of when they've tried out that fruit, or if maybe they just got a bad version of it. Because that's even the case if they're in season, if the fruit was picked too early, if it was over-fertilized, if it was under-fertilized, makes a big impact on the flavor. So maybe they just got a really shitty fruit. A ripe plum versus an unripe plum is like night and day. Even with strawberries, I look at them. Strawberries that aren't nicely fresh are kind of just but it's the fresh strawberries that are super tasty. I really like a crunchy peach. basically peaches with a bite in them, like pears. I dislike them soft. I don't know if any of that makes sense. I would imagine that would be related to how ripe they are, yeah? Because sometimes when you buy fruits, you might leave them out for a couple of days so that they can sort of do some extra ripening and the like. So that can be the case, I could see, because there are some fruits that become softer as time passes. Even looking at oranges, different case. One of the ways that I've read that you can see if they've been over-fertilized a bit is if you look at their one stem side, and if they're a little bit more on the concave side instead of being a more nice, smooth, consistent roundness, it's an indication that that orange has been over-fertilized, and maybe you should opt for a different orange. Bananas are supposed to get sweeter as they age, breaking down into sugar. Yeah, so then they get progressively more squishy soft, too. Which then, for me personally, when they start getting to that really ripe and they start getting super brown, it makes them not very appetizing to eat. Work great at that point in, say, banana bread. But on their own, they're a little bit too much. Though it does make them work well in smoothies, too. So, banana and orange juice smoothie sounds delicious. Hello there, Sam. I've got you the grapefruit. Oh, sweet. Juicy, fruity goodness. Thank you, Cassie. I feel as if Gaia herself cradled and nourished me. Here, for you. Ugh. Eating a brown banana. With the peel. I think banana peels... You know how apples have arsenic in the seeds? I'm pretty sure for people, banana peels are toxic as well. Not to the point, of course, where, you eat one and you're gonna die or something. But there's still something that can give you some food poisoning, at the least. Where does the koi get the balloons anyway? I don't know. By extension, since they're floating balloons, where does he get the helium for them? I'm not really a big orange fan, but mandarin oranges, on the other hand, are so good. It's funny because I'm actually the reverse. I don't really like mandarin oranges that much. Maybe partially because I'm used to having the mandarin oranges that are in those little cups, the mandarin orange cups, and I'm not a big fan of those. And I think as a result of those, it probably has lowered my opinion and propensity for mandarin oranges. I prefer the more traditional orange a lot more. I have had cuties before, and I do like those a lot. I don't know if those are technically considered mandarin oranges, but if they are mandarin oranges, then it kind of rolls into the same slot of I just don't like the variation that are in the cups. Those are shit. I hate them. I say in an exaggerate, it's a little bit maybe extreme, but yeah, I don't like cup mandarin oranges. Apples have cyanide. Do the apples themselves have it? Well, the seeds do, but... Cuties are a sweet orange mandarin hybrid. Ooh. So they're not 100% mandarin. So they've been crossbred with something that makes them not lame, to me. Kind of like a clementine. Ooh. Delicious apple seeds. Archon, no! They're not like pumpkin seeds. You can't just eat them. Stop! I must say, you have quite an eye for quality produce. Perhaps a career as a merchant is in your future. Sam, you're supposed to see me as the goddamn gardener. Aw, heck. Oh, jeez. The seeds have cyanide, but you would have to have a lot to be lethal. As you make the comment, you have to consume 150 and several thousand apple seeds, and they would need to be crushed to cause cyanide poisoning and possibly death. Archon looks back at you, just surrounded by apple seeds and apple seed dust, and he's just completely chowing down on them. Wild-eyed. Archon says, So how many exactly? Several thousand, as he's just shoving them into his mouth by the fistful. Back, are we millionaires yet? Let me just take a look here at our cash money. No, we're not millionaires yet. Cherry bones also contain cyanide. The bones? I think I'm gonna take Marshy's point. I think I like my cherries boneless better. I start sweating. I've snorted like 50 apples worth of apple dust, Archon says, smiling. Takes another line of apple dust, and as he's also shoving more apple seeds into his mouth. Should I have pizza for dinner? Only if it has coconut on it. I'll give you a pass if it has pineapple, though. So right now our quest is we need some more unique items. Hang on, actually as with the gecko visit the lighthouse, we can go down to the lighthouse. I can totally afford some lighthouse upgrades. Coconut pizza only! That's right, Twitchy. No one in chat now is allowed to have pizza unless it has coconut on it. I say, thinking about the pizza I've got in my refrigerator that does not have coconut on it, but I definitely want to eat. Coconut is also keto friendly. Oh, how convenient. Does coconut doggy pizza count? Are you referring to a pizza that is made for dogs? Doggy pizza? Happy Baraza? Oh man, and now Marshy wants some pizza too! Oh heck. Oh jeez. You do have a Hawaiian pizza in the refrigerator? Perfect. Eat that. In fact, what if we make that now a requirement, Bridges? Now that you've brought up the pizza and have pondered it as a potential option for your dinner, it is now a requirement that you consume it. You can't leave that poor pizza alone and on its own. It's desperate. It wants friends. And look at this goddamn leopard gecko. Oh my god. Look at his little bandana head. Is that a bear? Is that a bear? A bear hanging out on a fungus island? I thought Mortis only said a 0.07 more bears. No, he just increased our chance of running into them. That chance could have been, you know, absolutely minuscule, but it was enough. But we can't get to the bear anyway, because, wait. I forgot I have balloons. I start sweating in fear. I run. So, Gustav! Oh, my poor immaculate bridge. That storm just came and whoop! Unbelievably rude. Yeah, that's pretty rude. It stole poor Luna's key earlier, too. Bridges are art. I look at Bridges 1 in the chat. Oh my god. Bridges. Your art? I wish I was art. Oh, heck. Oh, jeez. Now Caco's gonna speed run with those balloons. Ow! You know what would really turn this into a speed run is if I could get a propeller for my leaf boat, you know, turn it into a speedboat. Bridges is a good art piece. I can put Bridges on my wall, you say, grabbing Bridges 1 and pinning them up on your wall, smiling at them. Who hates art so much that they feel compelled to destroy? Storms? Ugh, I never trusted storms. You, yes, hi. The bridge, my bridge to the Gardener's Island is out. We must rebuild it at once. To do that, I'll need timber. An irresponsible amount of timber. Oh, and the fish to restore my strength, obviously. Well, don't just stand there. There's carpentry to be done. Carpentry! Oh. Chet, we've got a new material we can utilize. Timber, apparently. Advanced resource gained from nests. Are we just stealing bird nests and keeping it for ourselves? The bandana is pretty good on this lizard. The lizard itself is pretty cute too. It's pretty much doubling up on the cute. How exactly do we gather timber from nests? Wait, I notice actually in my little plant spot, chat, I made the comment of how this looks like egg. I wasn't wrong. Oop, I accidentally closed it. There we go. So we can have a key nest, a kiwi nest, a moorpoke nest, or a takehe nest. Well, if we're going based upon bird quality, I see kiwi. I like. Honestly, that's where I was going to as well. I just laid my eyes on the kiwi and I pointed and I said, that one. I need it. Even if it's not as expensive. Oh my god. It only gives me 1 timber, but hey. Ooh, if we went and put a key nest over on our island with all of the fruit trees? Helps gather fruit from the nests. Oh, hell yeah. It's like we're doing automation, chat. I bet you didn't expect automation in a fishing game like this. Ooh. Look at him. Oh, Kiwi. Oh, he's the best. I love him. I did not expect this turn of events. I didn't either. You can eat them with the skin on too. Oh. I mean that. Yeah, that's true, but I don't think I want to eat this kiwi. I think I want to befriend that kiwi, and I don't want to eat my friends. Oh. I didn't expect half of this in this game. At the very least, I did not see this part coming. This game's pretty nice. Repair bridge, 50 timber. Got it. So we have to just wait for the timber to collect up. We need to make some cash money. I think I want to go over to our fruit island so we can put down the auto collector guy. Which also means, can we turn in timber to this guy? Probably not. No, because that said 0. You know what? I never knew you can eat mangoes with the skin on. My family would always peel the mangoes and would tell me that the skin will make you sick. Huh. I guess that becomes almost like an old wives' tale type of thing. Whereas you get so used to not eating something, or even if it's passed down knowledge of this thing, not good. You find out it's actually perfectly fine, just something happened that made that information get passed down and say, yeah, that's bad, no good, don't like it. All it takes is a little bit of misinformation, I say, looking over at Daddy Longleg cobweb-type spiders, which people point and say, that's got extremely deadly poison, and if you got bit, you would be doomed to die, but fortunately they have tiny fangs, so they can't do that. And that's not accurate. Their venom is just harmless to people. And that's the real trick. Dry out the orange peels and they become orange chips. You know, I think I've read that before. But I think it's not really until now with you saying that I now have the intense craving to go, say on Amazon or something, and buy a bag of orange chips that are just orange peels, and I wonder how they would taste. I think it's more that the skin can be bad because of the chemicals used on the fruit. I could see that being the case too, kitty. Yeah, so it'll make you sick because of that. But I don't know. I don't know the dynamics of pesticide usage on edibles. I feel almost like it would be the case. Dehydrated fruit chips is real nice, especially in granola. Extreme agree there. Alright, Jellybean, what do you got for me? Alrighty, Squirt. Time to kick things up a notch. This last LEGO challenge separates the small fry from the master angler. I need ye to catch 2 beta and 2 koi. If you know your way around these waters by now, you won't have a problem. Well, I don't think it's in this one. No, it's in the one to the right. The fishing spot. That's where we will be getting the betas, and I suppose in the new one further to the right we'll have koi. Gustav is a remarkably gifted carpenter, and he really likes it clean. I'm sure you won't mind cleaning up the debris around his island. But please? Please? Oh, by the way, have you put the capybaras and the keys to work yet? If you haven't, you should. There's nothing wrong with asking for help. You know, funny you say that, Luna, because I just came back over here to wipe out and chop down one of my trees. It's gonna be a banana tree, because they are the lowest worth fruit, which I actually just filled up my inventory, so hang on, excuse me, Luna. I need to sell these. And now we're going to chop down a banana tree so we can put down a nice little key nest. Means this. Need gone. And then, there we go. Key nest. Can we just, oh. Man, I didn't have to get rid of my banana tree. Probably better to get rid of it anyway, so we can put a new, better tree down. You know, keep up the variety. So no harm. Maybe I should have put that a little bit more centered. Oh well. See, now we can put down the most expensive. A tamarillo tree. See? Right there. Next, we'll go ahead and chop down the avocado tree right here, so we can put down a pineapple tree instead. I like that the key has just totally fucked off. I don't know if it went to go try and collect from the coconut tree, or if we just bought a key that instantly quit. He is not interested in helping us over here. It leaves. And I just sadly watch it fly away. So now we need to make it to 500 points. And then, or 400. And then we can get us the capybara. Oh no, Ant is leaving too. Please come back. Ant quit the chat. No. Oh. For a second, I saw the seagull. And I just, before I really focused in on it, I thought it was our bird. And I was gonna get excited, but then I realized, no, it's just another seagull. Four magic leaves. Come on. 4. And then I could have gotten the capybara house. Hell, come on. I suppose then we can just do a little, oh, wait, there it is! You're the best. I love you. So yeah, I guess it does travel to all the islands. How curious, huh? I assume that's why it left. That would be my guess, which kind of makes me want to demolish the coconut trees, unless the key just does a general search. I suppose to really find it out, we would want to follow after the key and see what's happening there. Now, I don't want to put the capybara house over here, because the plants that I've got in the water are all more grouped over here. So maybe if I place it in between here, since our lotus is over in front of the lighthouse, and our cattails is over to the left. So, just go ahead and snuggle it up right next to the fish. Oh my god! I thought it was just going to be a little capybara swimming through the water, you know, doing nice little strokes, but no, the capybaras have their own little boat. They've got little sailory hats on. Look at them go, capybaras! They're so professional. They are so professional. I cannot believe this. Incredible, it's true. Wow. Wow. Now I need some more things to put in the water for them to collect, just so that they can keep busy. Oh, capybaras. Capybaras. Ding. Put them to work in their boat. Look, and now we'll be able to catch some crabs, too. Have some crab friends. I love this. I cannot believe that this is how they added the capybaras. 100% honestly, I thought it was just going to be like the intro screen and they would just be swimming around. Kind of like how the key up there is just flying back and forth between islands for collecting the fruit. I hope you can make a bustling capybara community. Oh no, I need to get just a whole bunch of capybara houses just so we can fill our waters with these little capybara boat sailors. Oh. Alright, Gustav, I'm here to repair the bridge because I see that our Kiwi has gathered up at least 50 pieces of timber. Ah, yes, that's the stuff. Now, stand back and witness this master craftsman at work. Oh no! The little mouse with the leaf on her head, she walks out, the leaf on her head tipped slightly to the side, perfectly coordinated with her skirt. She's adorable. I suppose then she's the gardener, if this was the gardener's island. So here we thought it was a bear, when in actuality it was a mouse? It's so perfect, it's almost tragic, like poetry in bridge form. Gustav, you are a genius. Look, the gardener has already given the bridge its maiden crossing. Oh.
Hello, I'm Poppy, the gardener. Thank you for helping Gustav with that bridge. I was starting to think that I would never get off my island. Oh no, this is bad. They're all saplings. That storm turned all the elms back into saplings. Gaia's very being is tied to them, so they can never be destroyed, but still, I'm supposed to protect them, and I didn't. Please, nice human girl, can you give me a ride on your boat to each sapling? I can't swim, and I have a fear of balloons. Oh, poor Poppy is afraid of balloons. It makes sense that they use a boat. Capybaras prefer warm water like hot springs. The capybaras! Just picture them peeking out of their boat and they're dipping their little paws into the water and they're like, oh, that's way too cold for me. I'm not swimming in that, Yo, Bob, let's build a boat, eh? And so they made themselves a little boat. They look up at the sun. Ooh, it's really bright. They hold their paw up. Bob looks over at Bill.
Bill squinting and nods. Yeah, we should make some hats too. And so, that's how their boat and hat combination came to be.
Your boat is kind of tiny right now. Maybe you could ask Gustav to help you since you helped him and all.
That's right, Billy and Bob, the two capybara. The dynamic duo. Have you returned to revel in this ravishing reptile's radiance? Oh, you want a bigger boat, Well, usually I don't take commissions, but I suppose I can make an exception for you. My unyielding generosity knows no bounds. Fetch this artiste the materials he needs, and he'll give life to a masterpiece. Okay, that means we need 100 timber, which means with our growing amount of cash money, we're gonna make a taki nest because that will get us more money faster. Oh, look at that! I like his little legs. Look at that. As he, ooh, it's like he's posing, or she's posing. Look at the way she puts out that leg. Oh my, Takahe. My God. Yeah, the little wire legs. Strut, strut, strut. Pose. Somebody call Vogue. She's ready for her close-up. Now we need to clean up the debris down there. We got the island all cleaned up. And then we can go back to Luna and tell her about how beautiful it is over here now. But yeah, like you mentioned, Archon, we're not going to have this leafy boat for too much longer because it's going to get swapped out and upgraded. Let's also, since we're over here and at the fishing hole, we should go ahead and fish. You know, catch the new fish that are lying down in the depths over here. Oh, there's a salmon! Look at that! Now we need the koi in particular. 2 koi. That is a big salmon. You know, this rainbow trout was also a pretty good size too. Maybe all of the fish in this pond are all going to be pretty good. Mistaking me for Archon since we're both green. Yeah, with the combination of a slight amount of time passing, and then I just get mixed up in my mind who said what. Oh, heck. So, apologize for mixing you guys up. I sweat. Green name unity. This is what imagine. I look at chat right now. I was gonna make the comment. Imagine if chat right now was all green. And that's kind of the case right now. You see Baldier's message kind of poking up there being pink, but otherwise it's like green, 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 green. Even my name in Twitch chat is green. What is this? You know why, chat? It's because we're the money channel. Oh, no! Katie comes bursting out with Baldier. Oh my god, they break the chain of green with the pink! The pink gang! However, Arkun puts up the finger, goes, ooh, light green is where it's at. Hello there, Arkun, and welcome to the stream. And, reanimated bit Twitchy Kismet coming out, just breaking all of the green! My green money chat, it's getting taken over by the pores! Because clearly that's how we're going to code the colors, huh? If you're green named, you're money. You're the cash stack cash. Pink is the power of anime? Ooh. Green is the color of life, nature. I guess. But money, chat! I honestly never knew I was green. What's it like being colorblind? Rip Marche. I mean, colorblindness. Ooh, ocean sunfish, holy hell. I don't think I actually really paid attention to that the first time I caught it. there is lots of color blindness out in the world. And it sucks. Okay. Now, color blindness tends to be at least a little bit more concrete with being able to tell you're colorblind versus somebody else. But when it comes to flavors and smells, if you pretty much have no sense of smell or taste, that's a lot of a harder measurement to feel versus other people, right? So here, yeah, nose blindness. Our inventory's full. Did you want, I don't think you wanted any fish. Though we're almost at the timber requirement. At 95. Can't grab any of those coconut. We do want to stop at you though. Hello there, Nigel. Got some fish for you.
Wow, humans can be surprisingly efficient when they want to be. Thanks, Cassie. I'll analyze these samples right away. But first things first. Your backpack.
Yay, woo, yay, woo! Only 3 more spots, thus putting us at 24. Smell is closely associated with taste when it comes to food. Yeah, they are very closely tied together. That's why when you get sick and your nose starts getting all clogged and shitting, that you start tasting things weirdly as a result. And if that was me saying a backhanded compliment, I didn't. And you're not talking about someone else making a comment in chat. It was completely unintentional on my side. If I have accidentally made anyone go, oh, I don't mean to. Oh. I mean, if someone, something has a strong enough odor, you can kind of taste it a bit. That's true too. Do you think then if you're sampling a durian, for example, if it would be easier to taste it or better to taste it if you kind of clogged your nose or something? No, the Kakapo said, wow, humans can be productive when they try to. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Nigel over here going, wow, human, you're actually kind of impressive. And you're like, thanks?
The field journal's coming along nicely. I do hope you get the chance to peruse it every now and then. Ooh, I try to keep it interesting. Now then, by the time you return with 7 new additions, I should have my backpack upgrading abilities down to a science.
Okay, Nigel, we'll be back then. Oh, but I need to go back to the right, because it seems that whether we had 2 koi or I only managed to grab 1, I do still need a new one now at the very... No, I would have had at least 1 because we gave 1 to Nigel and we have 1 remaining. So we had 2, not enough. Plugging your nose is the easiest way to down food you dislike. Secret trick, I suppose. Oh no, he screamed again. Oh, I've had it up to here with Nigel. Nigel over there just innocently screaming as Gooblin just... eyes squinting, lifts up his bug net, very efficient for catching birds that fly, frowning intensely. Ah, yes, this will do nicely. Very good. Here we go. To you, it's merely a boat, but to me, it's my canvas. Oh, I've done it again. A flawless fusion of function and form. You wanted a boat? Oh, I gave you a tour de force. You can thank me later. Really, I insist. Now, go on. Don't keep Papi waiting. Goodbye. Goodbye, Leaf Boat. Oh. It's kind of sad seeing the Leaf Boat go, honestly. There was something just so natural and cutesy about little Cassie over here riding around in a leaf boat, but now we've just got a normal boat. I hope Gustav's enthusiasm isn't just false bravado. We're gonna climb into this boat and it's just gonna sink. I'll purchase a huge bag of sunflower seeds and eat them all right in front of Nigel. Oh, torturous. It's a cruel and unusual goblin. Oh my god, someone ought to throw you in jail because that's a lot. You know, while building your boat, one thing I hadn't considered was speed. But if you fetch the materials, I may be able to remedy that. Oh, and let's be perfectly clear. There is nothing wrong with my design, which, mind you, brings a tear to my eye every time I catch a glimpse of you paddling by. Oh my. Whoever said perfection can't be improved upon has never met this crafty gecko. Now, less basking, more bringing me the stuff that I need. Okay, Gustav.
Wow, Gustav really knows his way around a hammer. Your boat's so much bigger and prettier now. Okay, I'm ready when you are. Oh boy, oh, deep breaths. Oh, don't cry.
I push her into the boat. I guess we also were wanting to catch that koi fish. Hang on, hang on, Poppy. You don't mind if we take a little detour, yeah? Boat date? Oh my god. Chat. It's like we're on a boat date with Poppy now. A little fishing boat date. Oh heck. Oh geez. I start blushing. Women want me. Fish fear me. Oh my god. Somebody clearly needs to mod that in this game so that Cassie goes around with that hat. It's too bad the pixel amount would not accommodate it. This boat would be perfect for that picnic basket. Then we could have a little picnic date with Poppy too. We go out fishing for a little bit. We stop on our island of trees and we can sit down and have some fresh fruit together while we snack on the things from our picnic basket. Oh heck, oh geez. You know, you can even note how Poppy wearing leaf hat, me having leaves grow out of head. Oh. Chat, I think we might be made for each other. Oh heck, oh geez. Poppy is a hostage. I guess that's kind of like what's happening right now, seeing as I'm just fishing while she just kind of stares at me. Alright, Poppy, we're going. Both got plants on the mind. Literally. True. Alright, Poppy.
Oh, I guess that wasn't so bad. Thanks for the ride, Cassie. Now, let's see what we have here.
Also note that the key, as it's going, and the capybaras, as they're going around to collect from the trees and from our water items, it's automatically selling them. So we're at 6,400 magic leaves now. Also, hello there, Katie. Welcome, hi, hello. You love a good romance? Oh, you made it just in time. Oh.
Oh, this won't do at all. Gaia thrives when the elms thrive, and, well, this is the opposite of thriving. I'm sorry to ask, but going to need lots of timber to make this work. And fruit for energy. That's okay.
I blush. Anything for you, Poppy. I kiss her on the cheek. I quickly grab a coconut, which I can't actually grab, never mind, and I flee. Oh my god, Poppy and you are Stuart Little's parents. Hang on, Nigel, did I have anything you haven't had? Our pizzas will be coconutless. Oh. Guess that's what happens when all my inventory pockets are full. Can't put them into our bag. Wait, Katie? Katie. Katie, look at the capybaras. They've got their own little boat. They've got some nice little hats. Protect their eyes from the sun. They're the best. Well, I have to say, it's looking much better around here. But good work. More plants never hurt, human. Don't be shy around about using those seeds. The garden needs to flourish. Oh, hang on. Let me sell those first. Now I know Mike and Sick both quite like capybaras. It's rather a shame they're not here right now because, hoo boy, then they would be able to witness the capybara glory. I also did not make it to this. I guess actually, the tree that I have here is that Tamarillo. That is not the same as the Fijoya. So we need to plant some of them. And there's actually no room on this island, so let's travel back to the right. More like capable bearers, because they sure are diligent. Uh-huh. That's an adorable compliment. Oh, wait, shoot. Jellybean. I forgot to get you the betas. Oh, heck. Oh, jeez. Were they in this one? Next to our nice little capybara house? I can't quite tell by that initial little picture, if that's the case. I roll to seduce the sailor capybaras. Rolled a 3. Oh. Maybe it's because Billy and Bob's love for each other is too strong. They're not going to go for anyone else. Oh no, I spilled spaghetti all over their boat! Billy and Bob just look at you shaking their heads. Now they won't even talk to me! Oh, Shy Guy. Oh, you know what, chat? We've got fucking 8K on magic leaves. I go back over to Jellybean. Excuse me, sir. Yes. I need some fishing upgrades. Hell yeah. Gooblin rolls to eat that spaghetti. You nat one'd it. Gooblin just kind of rubs his hand around in the spaghetti, making more of a mess, attempting to put it into his mouth, and he just misses. He manages to get a single piece of noodle in there, and then he just chokes on it. Shy Guy, seeing this happen, just starts freaking out, and unfortunately, Shy Guy is now going to need to make a roll to see if he's able to successfully perform the Heimlich on Gooblin and save his life. Where are you storing these 8,000 leaves? In the bank, of course. Medicine check rolled an 11. I'm pretty sure that's a pass, because you succeed medicine checks when you roll above 10, yeah? So, you just saved the life of Gooblin. Nice job, Shy Guy. Gooblin coughs up the spaghetti noodle he was choking on, and then just looks sadly at you. I don't know if Gooblin's ever going to be able to manage to eat spaghetti again after this traumatizing event. I rolled to give water to the capybara, Billy and Bob. They take your water. They love the water. You rolled a 19. Man, I guess Marshy has just got it in with the capybara. You know, Shy Guy, maybe you could get Marshy to be your wingman, huh? Marshy is a pretty cool ghoul. Why? I feel like my mouth was saying, yeah, he's a pretty cool ghoul. Haha, hoo hoo, hee hee. And I'm just, mouth, please, what are you trying to make me say? He's not a ghoul. That could be taken as a compliment potentially if you're aiming to be a ghoul, but otherwise, that's kind of mean, isn't it? Goblin almost pasta way. Goblin taking his near-death experience in stride. Bam. Caco bullying as usual. Stop! Not doing on purpose, Katie. Guess we got 2 tasks. Task 1 and task 2. I guess that was just 2 items I was giving him. Oh, you did it already. Oh. Well, let's see. Only normal sized core, eh? No, giant varieties? Well, it was worth a shot. Arr, 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 arr. This be a prime hole, the landlubber. Much obliged. I'll cook up your next challenge right after I cook up these fish. And don't you worry about Sam. Sure, I tried to catch him and eat him once upon a time, but we've had long since buried the hatchet. Besides, there be too many witnesses. Excuse me? Are you saying if there weren't witnesses around, Sam should be fearing for his life? Oh. Wait, Jellybean's voice went from Scottish to Russian to pirate. I'm aiming for pirate, and now because of Gustav, the Russian's sneaking in, it's a little bit of a hard voice for me to maintain, and it's, depending on what he says, it's easier for me to stick to it. So, oops, Jellybean, sorry. Ahoy, Sprout. Ready for your next hole. Well, you better be, 'cause old Jellybean's been going too easy on you. Scottish to pirate is a very quick transition. Most people fall between the two. Yeah, the Scottish pirate. Oh, oops. This time, you're gonna have to reel in 2 salmon and an axolotl. Landing those cute little fellas can be tricky, so don't get discouraged. It's funny he says that because I've been having no problems catching some sick axolotls, which I actually already have one of them. Look at that. So, chat, really, I think technically we're nearing the end of the game. There's probably some things that happen, but we're at 4 hours now. I look up my cash money, though. We haven't planted any of the Fihoya trees. We'll go ahead and plant some of them, collect, and see what happens when we give it to Poppy for taking care of the trees. I want to see that first. I'm curious how much less progress would have been made on the other fishing mode. That's a good question. The non-relaxing Stardew Valley style fishing mode. I think I passed my fairly clear island. The one with the coconut trees. Because that's what we want. Yo, Poppy, how's it hanging? You know, that sprout right here is probably why there had to be a big gap for the coconut trees, and thus kind of highlights how large they're gonna be. Okay, put down 2, so now we just have to wait. Time to renovate this island for profit? Capitalism for the win. Cacona. Except that's not really our goal here, because if it was, we'd be putting down the Tamarillo trees because they're the most expensive profitable. But we want the Fihoya ones because we're collecting them up for Miss Poppy. I rolled to plant a spaghetti tree. Oh, 16? That sounds like a success to me. Goblin successfully plants down a spaghetti tree. However, it's going to take a little while for it to grow. I also don't want to collect up these coconuts, because otherwise we're gonna end up filling our inventory, and it's already pretty full. Excuse me, Seagull, get out of here. These are my trees, thank you. Rolling D20, put meatball bush next to the spaghetti tree, 17! Another success. Chat, now you're gonna be able to have some spaghetti and meatballs. Uh-oh. I need to get these Hoyas before our key does. I only choked because it wasn't fresh spaghetti. I squint my eyes at you. Alright. If you say so. Alright, chat. So, you don't know how to cook spaghetti? Oh, Shy Guy probably did a poor job of cooking it, and that's why he threw it all over the place, and the capybaras was so unimpressed, and that's why Gooblin just instantly choked on it. Oh, heck. Oh, jeez. Alright, chat. So, I will attempt to set up the VR during the week here, but we're not going to do a VR stream this weekend because King Sim is coming out of its early access, and I want to play that over the weekend. And I want the VR streams to otherwise be, you know, paired up together. VR stream, yes, because we had 2 games that came out recently, Cooking Simulator, VR, as well as Vermilion, which is like such art, except in VR, and a higher focus on sort of more traditional oil painting type of paint mixing and application. And I do like the arts and the painting. So I want to do them. That won't be this next weekend, but the weekend afterwards. So, oh, and of course, chat, as I rub my hands together, don't forget, since we have murdered Chat's Choice, we now instead have community chat streams. So at the end of this month, the final Sunday, that 29th, that's gonna be a Jackbox stream. So make sure you come by for that. Even if you don't join in on it, you can come by and spectate as a viewer. Because, yeah, that is going to be community. So that will be open, and if you're fast enough, if you can snap up one of the spots for playing. And with the Jackbox 7, I'm pretty sure, is what I have, and what it is that you actually have to be logged into your Twitch account in order to access it, so we shouldn't have to worry about any weirdos coming on in, because otherwise you're going to be held responsible. It's gonna be straight hooked up to say, Cursed Katie makes it in. If she tries to write out any harsh bullying phrases, we'll know it's from Katie, and then we can ban her on the spot. Gaia's depending on us, Cassie. We can't let her down. Oh boy, I worked myself up, and now my heart's beating too fast. Yeah, you'll never know it's me. Thanks to the fact it's going to just straight say, Cursed Katie wrote this bit, then yes, we will know it's you, Katie. Nice try. I see it takes 500 timber in order to get tree unlock. We're at 300 currently. Can we squeeze down some additional... We can put down more bird nests, certainly, because we have plenty of cash money for it, leaf money. How many more can we fit in here? There's one. Can I put it on Fungi Island? No. Can I put it back over here? No weirdos? Oh, okay. No. Weirdos? Totally fine. Weirdos. Not fine. There's a difference. It's all about the way you say it. I wonder if there will be tail wagging involved. If there is tail wagging involved, it better not be on the canvas. I'm watching you, chat. Look, now we should be able to get to 500 timber. It's like a speed run of timber, right here. Oh, dang. Can't quite fit that last bit on the end. Alright, Takahaze, you know your job. And now we're gonna hang out with Poppy. I blush. I hold her hand as we stand here watching the Takahaze together. Oh, heck. Oh, jeez. Her hand's so soft, too. But I am rather excited to do the Jackbox stream regardless. We did it one time a year ago-ish, and I think that might have been one of my favorite streams to do. It was really fun, so I look forward to doing Jackbox again. I'm excited. I'm excited for it. I'm also excited, honestly, about the other games as well. King Sim, Vermilion. Maybe I'm excited about Cooking VR Simulator in a different fashion. I look over at King Sim. I liked playing that before. I'm excited to see the Spider Wife again. With Vermilion, I'm very eager to see how that plays and what that's gonna be like, since I think such art is really cool. So, being able to have the similar sort of painting experience, but in VR, I'm ready to try out. And then I think Cooking Simulator VR will just be an enjoyable time, because already you had Cooking Sim, which I don't think I've streamed. I don't think I've streamed that version, the normal version. But I think the VR version should be particularly wacky, because that's when you can really grab things and really do what you want, right? Hell yeah, the wacky VR cooking experience. Yay, I can't wait for Caco to cook a coconut pizza for us. Oh, hell yeah. Not only that, we can have some sick coconut pizza and then some tomato cake. Cooking Sim is Poggy Woggy. And then Shy Guy just looks at the Poggy Woggy and is like, I hate this. I'm writing this down in the cursed joke. And Marshy's just like, what? I also like, Marshy, that you've swapped your name over to purple, now that people, I guess, have pointed out that your name was green, and you looking at your name were like, wait a second, what? Green? I don't want to be green. I don't want to be money. It's purple now. And now we're at 500 timber. Poppy, I want to restore the elm. Ooh, aw. Look at this. Gooblin joined the sides of the pinks too. You thought it was a brownish gray? I mean, you had, in the terms of French gray, that is what French gray is. It's sort of a brownish, purpley toned color, so it fits.
Wow, you're incredible, Cassie. It's looking better than ever, I've gotta say. You know, the elms may all be on separate islands, but their roots are connected way underground. Gaia taught me that a super long time ago. Okay, let's head over to the next one. Stop by the lighthouse if you still need to. I'll just, back on that lovely boat.
I heard there was anime in the pink gang. Gooblin, hearing about the anime in pink, jumped in. He loves the anime, he needs more. I hope I chose red, but I'm colorblind? Well, if that is factual and you're colorblind and you can't tell, I can guarantee you, you are indeed red. So there you go. But now chat with our beautiful pink gang tree, surrounded by green gang. That'll be the end. Alright, chat? So, thank you everybody. I'm gonna give chat a round of applause today. You came in, you had the great pun comedy jokes, giving great compliments to the chat. It was a good time. Great time all around. We had an excellent experience fishing, raising plants, seeing the capybara. It was great. So, thank you everybody for coming on by to watch. Thank you to those who resubscribed, and thank you again to both the Crab Knight and Lazy Shy Guy for the gifted subs. Very nice, very appreciated. Oh. You make me smile, chat. And now, I navigate over. Let's see. Voice is streaming. He's streaming some vintage story. Gonna send you guys over there. So here, we were planting some crops, catching some fish, and now you can go over to Vintage Story and continue to experience nature. Have a lovely time, right? Bye, everybody. Have a lovely rest of your week, and farewell.